Happy New Year! Well, 2
I don't know,
weeks
we're all
late.
doing that at once.
Yeah. 2 weeks late. I mean, inclement weather and all. This is the Horrormongers. I'm Zach.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brad.
And today's episode is, just like every other podcast or YouTube video has done, the best of 2018. Well, in this case, the best and worst.
Oh, does everyone do that?
Oh, no one ever in any media
The best and worst.
reviews the year. They don't do that on Rockin' New Year's Eve or anything either.
I like to call it overhyped and underhyped.
I want to call it the year, 2008, the year horror almost died.
2008.
2018?
And 2018, the year horror almost died, part 2.
Horror's been dead for a while.
But there was some hit. We're going to talk about that a lot. In my opinion, we'll get to that. But there's a lot of disappointment this year. But there was a couple hidden gems that salvaged the year.
Yes.
Like I always say, you gotta all the shit and the corn and I've said it before. You know, everyone knows.
Said the last episode, the episode before that. This episode's going to be a little bit more, or a little bit less crude.
Yeah, it's going to be more structured.
Matt hasn't seen any Goldberg, so
No,
I
I
think it should be
haven't.
good.
We've restricted Matt to only mentioning Goldberg's cock like 3 times an episode.
Yeah,
so.
they also took my phone from me, so.
Yeah. So the focus on this episode is we're going to kind of review 2018 as a whole. All the movies that at least one of us have seen. Horror movies that one of us have seen.
Yeah, we all collectively have not seen every movie on this list.
Yes. And
Unfortunately, but...
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
shit happens.
Ones that we've already talked about in detail, because some of these are going to be repeats. We're definitely going to fly through. We're not even going to give a rating again, but if it just so happened to be our best of the year, we'll get to that near the end of the list. Right?
Yeah, we'll all announce what we think is best.
We'll announce the
that came
best
out.
and worst, and I have a fake awards list for like 10 of these movies, so we'll read those off and what we thought in general. I'm a lot more dour than these two on the year, I think. Yeah.
That's a word.
Google it.
Sure is.
Google it. DOUR. It means better than Brad and Matt. So, you want to get started? Brad has so graciously organized the movies by release date. At least the movies that, again, we have seen. These are movies at least one of us has seen. Now, just because we don't mention that movie doesn't mean we're not going to watch it. In fact, Brad, do you have news about that?
I was looking up dower.
What does Dower say?
Yeah, what'd you come up
A
with?
widow's share for life of her husband's estate.
Not dowry. Never mind.
Anyway, yes, I have a list.
You have a list. All right.
So, are you just going to go through the list? Or?
We're going to go through a list, and then we have a list of movies we haven't seen but we want to see. We might do might be like in a week or a couple weeks, we'll do a follow-up episode on 2018 redo type thing.
Sure,
where movies we've seen, if especially if one of these has made
the
our...
ones we didn't get to, and I mean, there's obviously a lot that flew under the radar that we couldn't really, that we didn't really notice or whatever. But I did them in order of release date. That way, we're not playing favorites or anything. It's just more of a random order.
Okay, so do you just go ahead and read it, and if we've seen it, we'll say, I'll say I have seen it, and whoever's seen it, just say I've seen it.
Okay, so we're going to start with Veronica.
I think you're the one who saw that.
Okay, that's only Brad.
Veronica, I think it was originally released in Spain. It's a Spanish movie,
read subtitles.
It was released on Netflix in January, and it is about this teen girl back in the 90s that was possessed and by a Ouija board. She plays with a Ouija board. She gets possessed. It's like the same old
never
bullshit.
been done.
I know, right?
My God.
So this was one of those Netflix when it came out. Netflix was like, "Oh, this is like the scariest movie of the year."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like, "Okay, it was released on January 5th. Yeah, okay,
Maybe.
So, honestly, it was just another possession movie. It was all right, maybe worth a watch, but it's definitely not the scariest.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
It was
I'm not gonna
okay.
I think we've all seen that movie
It was
before.
forgettable, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I said overhyped, underhyped, I thought it was a little overhyped.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a big deal when it came out, and then I watched it. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, if Netflix comes out with like, the scariest movie of the year, but you said it came out January 5th, then that's going to grab anyone's attention.
Oh yeah.
Really.
Oh no. We'll get to more Netflix saying that shit though.
Yeah.
Because it happens a lot.
I'm sure on this list there's going to be a couple of those.
So I give it. It's a meh.
It's a meh.
It's a meh.
Meh out of 10. All right.
Next one came out the same day, actually. Day of the Dead Bloodline, which I believe Zach saw.
I saw.
I did not see that.
Consider yourself lucky.
I was hyped for it. I was
God.
A Day of the Dead sequel.
God. Okay, I don't know if I think it's a sequel, but I don't think it is. I think it's a sidequel, if that makes sense. Like it's a sequel, but it's a retelling. What do you call that? Like a retelling and a sequel mixed. Because it's like a remake, a requel. A remake-quel? It's kind of like a remake of Day of the Dead in a way. Because, okay, so they're on this...
Is it... Okay, now you said sequel. Is it like the same events...
It's very similar.
Is it like a different story happening within the same...
but they're different characters. It's the same story. Like, the zombies are able to talk. Like, you find a zombie who can talk.
Okay.
And if you remember anything about the original Day of the Dead, that was a big part of it, is like some zombies are able to speak or whatever. Like, they still have some human sentience. That was the main focus, except for it was just one zombie that had this.
Yeah.
And the zombie wanted to rape the main lead chick, essentially. Like, while he was a human, he had a rape crush on her or something, and he's like, I want to rape you.
I think Brad's getting into this one now.
Yeah. It's going to be one of Brad's favorites. And then as a zombie, he still had that rapey vibe. That was really the main focus of the story, was him being a creepy guy, and it was not even scary in the least. Very forgettable, really boring. I barely paid attention to this movie, and that's saying something. I would give it... Well, you're going to find out what I give it, because it's definitely on one of the awards. But
okay.
I give it less than meh out of 10.
Less than meh?
Less than meh out of 10. So avoid, in my opinion, avoid Bloodlines unless you want a disappointment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to Open House.
Was that the one I can't remember that you saw?
Okay, yeah, I saw this one.
I didn't see it.
Neither of you guys saw this one. Okay, so it's got what's his name, Dylan Minnette.
Don't know who that is.
You would know him from 13 Reasons Why.
Yes, because I've seen that because I'm a prepubescent teenage girl, just like you.
He's been in a lot of other things actually, but I think that's where he really got his.
Well, I don't watch teenage prepubescent TV shows, so can't say.
Stop farting, Matt.
No.
So it's he and his mom. What is it?
I think I saw the preview.
They buy this house. It looked really good.
I was going to watch it, but you told me not to watch it.
A teenager and his mother find themselves besieged by threatening forces when they move into a new house.
Is there an incest vibe going on? Because American porn has told me that incest is important.
I can't remember. I saw it soon after.
You would remember, so no.
This is back in January.
You would remember, so no.
Yeah,
right, so.
It's him and his mother. They moved into this new house. Some creepy shit's going on. They need some like people to work on their house. They invite them to the house, and so shit happens. And it was. Should I give some shit away?
Yeah, we kind of already mentioned this before in all our past episodes. We do spoils occasionally.
Spoilers.
So
yeah, you don't find out who the fuck it is.
Dour, relentlessly severe, stern, or gloomy in manner or appearance.
Wait, how do you spell it?
D-O-U-R, like sour with a D.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
I know, you spelled the W, because I said not like dowry. That's what I said. That's what you were looking at, but dour is different. All right, sorry to go off topic, but it was bugging me.
All right. So, yeah, you don't. It's one of those where you don't find out who the hell it is that's doing all this.
Oh, God.
It was annoying as hell.
You know how I feel about You know how I feel about that.
I know. It was so frustrating because who's doing it? Why? What's their motive? Why would they do this? And then it just cuts to credits. I'm like, oh, fuck you, movie.
Even Halloween, who Michael Myers is portrayed as a random psychopath. At least you knew who he was.
Yeah.
And why he did what he did, essentially.
Yeah.
Not exactly why, but you had an idea.
But you never see his face, but you got an idea who he is.
Yeah. That's why I hate movies that don't even give you any inkling. They're trying to be clever, but they're being lazy. So.
That's why Halloween's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Just saying.
We'll get to it. Okay, so what was your overall feelings of the movie? Out of 10, you hear to hear.
Yeah. Veronica was more entertaining.
Veronica was more entertaining.
Oh, wow.
All right. A movie I've never seen, I can compare that, so...
All right, so this next one I did not see, Cloverfield Paradox.
Am I the only one who saw this one?
Yeah,
Matt, have you seen anything?
I haven't seen anything yet.
No, I have seen Cloverfield, and I have seen 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Okay, so
you saw
I saw 10
well,
Cloverfield
right?
Lane.
Before we get into the movie, what did you think about the first Cloverfield movie? What do you think about the Cloverfield movie?
The very first one?
Yeah, minus the shaky cam, because I know some people hate shaky cam and the found footage genre.
The nausea.
Yeah.
I don't really remember too much.
I thought it was above average. I didn't think it was amazing, but I didn't think it was terrible.
It was new.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of the
new.
first. I mean, Blair Witch obviously is the first, but
Yeah.
it was like a revitalization of.
Yeah, it was a monster flick with home footage kind of thing.
I
It was
kind of
interesting.
liked it because when I first saw it, because it was new,
Yeah.
it drew me into the universe, kind of.
Yeah.
When I first saw
it's
it.
one of those, like, what you don't see is more scary,
Yeah.
but every once in a while they actually did show the
And
monster.
then you look at the monster and like you got it's almost like a little freaky because you kind of feel like you're there with them.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good. I mean,
I just think it was amazing. Yeah. Okay, what about 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I thought that was pretty good.
it was way different.
Yeah.
It was good.
Like you didn't even know it was a Cloverfield movie to the end.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
'cause
very end was
yeah.
like, holy fuck, this took a huge turn.
And it just ends.
So
Yeah.
Cloverfield Paradox is in the same kind of like how, you know how 10 Cloverfield Lane is kind of in the Cloverfield universe. Like it could be said it's a prequel maybe, or like some people say it's a different universe. It's not even the same universe technically.
It's
an alternate world or whatever.
Well, it's like someone else's perspective.
Yeah.
Like during that.
So maybe some people say it's not. I don't know. Depends on who you talk about. Like some people say it's like another universe. Like there's breaches in that, especially since Cloverfield Paradox kind of goes into this alternate universe thing.
Okay.
Where there's multiple universes.
Was it a miniseries or was it a
No,
movie?
it was a Netflix original. Came out like
okay.
February. I remember it came out right around the Super Bowl. So
February 4th, yeah.
yeah, it came out like because the Super Bowl last year it was like a Super Bowl commercial.
One of the main characters' name is Gugu.
Yeah.
Goo
The actress' name is Gugu.
Okay, a lot of potential. Cloverfield Paradox has a lot of potential. I'll say that right off the bat. It's not terrible. It's just not good.
Okay.
It's forgettable. If you like the Cloverfield universe, like if you find it interesting, you kind of want to see more about it, maybe watch this because it kind of explains maybe kind of where the monsters came from in the first place.
Interesting.
okay.
Where the monster came from, where monsters in the case of Cloverfield Lane, right?
Yeah, I don't
There's
think they
multiple.
really ever explained that in the first movie.
Yeah, they kind of do, but it's almost like inferred. So you got to kind of really pay attention. But that's about it. That's the only good part. Like you don't see any monsters, nothing. It's kind of like it's trying to be Event Horizon, but just god awful and boring. Like there's like it's not a good. It's a terrible Event Horizon. Like I'd give it a. Since we're doing sounds, out of 10. No, I'd give like a 3.5 out of 10. 4. I mean, it's not like if you like the Cloverfield universe, like you love the Cloverfield movies, watch it. I mean, it's not going to blow your mind. Just think it's going to be the worst of the Cloverfield movies, but it's not going to be like god awful. It's just going to be forgettable.
Okay.
3.5, maybe a 4, depending on like I'd give 3.5 objectively, 4.4 to 4.5 for me because I like the Cloverfield universe.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you really want to, it's worth a watch, but you might want to be doing something else while it's on.
I'd like to watch it. I did want to watch it. I just never got around to it.
So, I mean, there's a lot.
Honestly, I kind of forgot that it existed.
Exactly. That's why I think that's the award it wins is for everyone forgot it existed award.
Yeah. It came out, and I mean, this was almost a year ago.
Yeah. People talked about it for like a week and nothing. So, I mean, give it a watch if you have nothing else to watch. It's not terrible, but don't go and think it's a horror movie. It's trying to be Event Horizon, but it's not. So.
Well, that's
Nothing could be like Event Horizon.
Yeah,
I
that's
get it. For those of you who don't know, Brad loves Event Horizon. That's like one of his top.
Oh, I didn't know that.
that's a great movie.
Yeah, I don't
not
disagree.
love that movie?
I haven't seen it.
Like you put a lot higher on your favorites than I would. That's what I'm saying.
When it comes to sci-fi horror, that's one of the top ones.
Oh, when it comes to sci-fi horror, yeah,
Alien.
Aliens.
I agree. Okay, I'll give you that.
Sci-fi horror. That's where I put it.
Yeah, no, it's like the number 2 series in sci-fi
Yeah,
horror.
there's
or
Alien.
one. There's only one Event Horizon.
There's Alien. There's Event Horizon. There's Sunshine, which is a highly underrated movie.
Yeah, but that's not. I guess it's kind of horror.
Oh yeah,
A little bit. Anyway,
it's like paranormal. It's
Yeah.
There's all kinds of elements to it. It's great.
I mean, you can also say Moon then.
Oh, Moon is awesome.
But so yeah, Cloverfield Paradox. Give it a watch if you're into it. What's the next movie?
Hellraiser Judgment.
I guess.
Okay.
I saw just like
So-
the opening part of that.
I saw this one. Matt saw this one.
Yeah, I had to turn it off immediately.
So, I had mixed emotions about this one.
I mean, you said it was pretty violent.
It is violent. I agree with Matt. Matt was talking about. You said it was.
It was very the opening's very disgusting. Like vomit doesn't bother me one bit, but how they were doing it in that movie was kind of like, oh, that's a little over the top. I don't think I can watch this anymore.
It doesn't get better.
Okay.
There's a scene where all the women that were like
topless.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, they were topless and like they were digging around in the vomit.
Yeah. Do they ever explain why that was going on?
No, they don't.
They just wanted to.
They really don't explain much.
So it's basically shock horror, pure and simple.
Kind of, but it's very. I don't know. It's the vomit was like the worst part of it.
Oh, really?
There's another scene where all those girls were spitting into a cup a lot, and then they force feed a guy all their spit, which I thought was nasty.
What's the point of this?
I don't even know.
Just shock value, I guess.
It's shock horror.
I found it just like I'm gagging a little bit just thinking about it. Like, I don't get grossed out that easily, but I thought that was nasty.
It's ironic that we kiss people, but we find spit gross. But
no, it was a lot of
do it.
It was a lot of spit, and no, they were pouring in this guy's mouth. It was like he was like trying to breathe. And it was bubbling.
Yeah,
oh my god! Are you gonna gag seriously? Because he's looking right at me like it's gonna projectile vomit. And for those of you who can't see, Brad has a mixed drink in his hand, a White Russian.
Yeah.
So I don't want.
Oh god! It kind of looks like spit. No. It was gross, and for that I did like because it was able to gross me out.
Yeah.
The storyline was kind of shit.
Yeah.
I figured.
It really didn't explain much. There was a main character, the what do they call him? The Auditor, I believe.
Good for him.
Who was in it more than Pinhead was.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Also, what I didn't like was Pinhead was portrayed by a completely different actor.
Yeah, it really upset you. I remember you really being upset about that.
Oh, yeah, we went to Horror Hound, and they're like, oh, the guy that played Pinhead is here. And I'm like, no, that's a 2018 Pinhead. No, fuck that guy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was interesting. I watched it till the end. It was...
That should be the tagline. I watched it to the end. Brad from the podcast Horrormongers says, I watched it to the end.
I mean, it was just a little over the top. But then again, I haven't seen all the Hellraiser movies.
Yeah.
Was that like the 9th one in the whole Hellraiser?
5?
I think it was the 8th. 5?
I don't know. I've only seen 2.
Ton, yeah.
I know there's a ton, but I realized my mistake after watching the second one.
4, 5, 6.
That's
I
something
think
to
it was
look
the 8th one.
Jesus Christ.
Which I liked the first 4.
Oh my god.
Did you watch the one where he was in New York City?
5, 6, and 7.
I think that's like number 3 or 4.
Yeah.
5, 6, and 7 were pretty bland.
Oh yeah? But first 4, that's 2, 3, and 4 were great.
This one kind of... The story kind of was like the same with all that. There's detectives involved and they're like trying to figure out these murders, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, this is fucking boring.
It's actually 9.
Number 9.
This is the 9th one?
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
That's a lot.
So, okay, so you're a fan of the Hellraiser series.
Oh, yeah. I
Have you seen Baskin? It's so much like it.
Oh my god. You're bringing up old wounds.
Go fuck yourself.
Baskin is basically
That was
Hellraiser.
our first episode.
Yeah. It was terrible.
I actually watched it last night while jerking off. It was great.
It's great.
Baskin's amazing. It's a meta. So what do you give it?
Meh.
Meh out of 10?
Give it a...
Honestly, as soon as I heard Douglas Bradley wasn't Pinhead, I was like, I don't even really care, but I had to watch it on principle. Like, I've seen all the other Hellraisers. I'm like, okay, let's see what they have to offer.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Out of 10?
Yeah, it was
Fair enough. What's next on the list?
The Strangers, the sequel.
Oh, I saw that one too.
Me too.
Pray at Night.
Pray at Night. Well, okay, first off, let's talk about the fact that Brad doesn't like the original Strangers.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to rewatch it.
Garbage.
Apparently, because if you don't like it, you're definitely have to rewatch the original Strangers.
I went into it with a certain mentality, and I just
mentality?
kept that the entire time. And
we told you it's a cat and mouse. It's a movie of cat and mouse.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to rewatch it.
It's a movie of cat and mouse.
But I'm seeing this has Christina Hendricks in it, and I'm like, okay.
She's in it for like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
man.
she...
son of a bitch.
Yeah, and she's
She's first on the list because she's the most famous.
Yeah.
She's not wearing anything tight, so you don't really see
you see a little
gigantic boobies.
You see a little bit of cleavage, aren't they? Like looking, don't you see like a downward shot with the daughter's trying to escape to the roof? I think.
Sorry, telling me just watch Mad Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just Google her massive Hooters.
So, Strangers, for those of you who don't know, is a kind of a cult classic at this point.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's a great movie. I liked it. Brad hated it.
When did this one come out? It was a while ago.
2007?
Yeah, so it was a
that
long
long
time
It was
since...
2007, 2008. Couldn't have been later than that.
But I thought Pray at Night was pretty good.
Yeah, Pray at Night.
2008? Yeah, it's been a decade.
Yeah. Pray at Night is a sequel. It's an official sequel.
Yeah.
The same bad guys are in it. New people, obviously.
Yep.
New people
New
being
family.
terrorized. New family.
Yeah.
They're in a trailer park, an abandoned trailer park. The trailer park has been abandoned. When they get there, they're there to visit family. Or,
Yeah, it's like
the girl's going to boarding school or something.
Yeah, something weird like that.
So it's a sequel. I thought, oh my god, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you Rain Manning over there? Brad's like giving these weird like hand signals, like Navy SEALs, and like he's like, I don't know.
I'm thinking to myself about other things.
Okay. So what did you think about the sequel in general?
I thought it was good.
As good or not quite as good as the
It's
original?
not as good.
Yeah, I agree.
The one thing that I thought was kind of strange was you don't see that third chick, until later.
Yeah.
Like, there's three of them, and I completely forgot about her.
Yeah.
Until she showed up.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
But they do unmask them.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Wait, they unmask him?
Yeah, but I kind of liked... Okay, I know I talked about I don't like when you don't know, but like just like Michael, I kind of like that we didn't see these people. Like,
Yeah.
Because
Like
Michael Myers. Like, when we talk about you don't see his face, but we know his... Because in the first Strangers, remember...
I don't know why. For some reason, I was thinking Michael Scott. I've been watching a lot of Office lately. Like, I don't
For
know.
the millionth time.
In the original Strangers, remember that she asked the question, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And she goes...
Because you answered.
Because you answered... Yeah. Because you were home. Because you
Or,
answered the
yeah,
door.
because you were home.
That they gave you an answer. I was happy with that answer. It's like, okay, thank you for the answer.
They're just fucked up.
Yeah. So you didn't see they're faceless, but in the second one you do see them unmasked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when they ask the one chick why they're doing this, and she's just like, why not?
Yeah. So they kind of give a similar answer. Why not?
Yeah.
There's a couple really good scenes. It's okay. If you don't like cat and mouse, you might like this a little better because it's less cat and mouse.
Yeah.
I like Cat and Mouse.
Okay, because this
In
is
fact,
less.
there's
This
a
is
movie
more
coming
straight
that-
up.
That's like
okay,
that.
because this is more straight up slasher. Like it's less like, oh my god, I'm afraid for my life. We can't see where they're at. They're fucking with us, and more. We're running away from them. They're chasing us with like bows and arrows and axes and shit.
Yeah.
And a trailer park. It's more that, and they stand their ground. They fight a couple times and all that. So it's more head on. It's a lot less cat and mouse. I mean, it's still a little bit of cat and mouse.
Yeah.
No, I seriously, I'm gonna have to rewatch The Strangers. Like I said, I went into that movie with a certain state of mind, like thinking one thing, and that's why I was disappointed.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
I for some reason I thought that dude was it the whole time. Like I thought he set it up.
Oh, because you thought you were too cool for school. You thought you found out the ending.
No, I thought he did it. I don't know why. I was so fixated on the fact that the boyfriend or fiance, or whatever, he was doing the whole thing.
Ex-fiance.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's so upset. He's doing this elaborate prank or
But
whatever.
you find out like a quarter way through it couldn't be him because he's being terrorized
I know.
too.
I was dumb as shit.
But you're
I was
like, no, I am
I'm
right.
sure he's
I am
doing it.
right.
But the one thing about Pray at Night was I thought it was going to be a sequel. I thought, what's her name?
Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler. I thought, because she lives at the end. I thought she was going
You
to...
don't know who Liv Tyler is?
I just want to make sure I was saying her name.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Wait, Liv Tyler. I thought for some reason I remember Liv Tyler dying at the end of.
No, because they pan back to
I don't think
her,
they show
and she
it.
like screams. Like she...
Do they?
Yeah.
They killed the guy, but
I know they straight up killed the guy.
I don't
But I thought
think
I thought they stabbed her.
Well, like the cops... I think the
remember.
police show up, and then she screams, and then credits.
It's been like 4 or 5 years since I've seen it. Like last, so I'm
yeah.
not sure. I remember Dennis getting shotgunned the fuck away, dead.
Oh, Dennis, yeah.
Because they thought that he
Dennis
was the killer.
from Always Sunny.
Always
obviously.
Sunny. Yeah, he's a friend, and they go, "Oh shit!" And they shoot him.
That's what like interested me the most. I'm like, oh, Dennis from Always Sunny. Oh,
It was like right before
It was
Always
like
Sunny
Glenn
took
Howerton,
off.
that's
Yeah.
his name.
It was like right before it took off. Like I think it was like during like season 1 they were videoing it or recording it.
Season 1.
But
It's Always
They've
Sunny.
been on for like 12 seasons.
2005. They probably recorded this in 2006. BJ, movies don't. Movie comes out in 2008.
Yeah, you're right. They're still pretty new.
Rating, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed it.
I'll agree.
Okay.
6.5. It's above. It's it's a high end of average, maybe low above average.
All
If that
right,
makes
worth
sense.
a watch. I'm gonna look into that.
Well, you didn't like the first one. The first one, I give
loved
like an
it.
8 something out of 10.
I don't know how you got that out of what I said, but I fucking loved it. It was my favorite movie of 2008.
All right.
Strangers.
What's next on the list?
Next is I don't know if we talked about this movie. It's called Terrifier.
We've never mentioned Terrifier.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's kind of cheating that we put this on this list a little bit because there's like a caveat of why it's on the list. Because technically it was made in 2016, but
Yes. Okay. So it was first put into a film festival in 2016, and then it didn't actually make it into theaters until 2018. Mm-hmm. And even then, it was a very limited release. So I mean, it didn't get any advertising or anything.
Before Netflix, it was pretty much like not very well known.
Yeah,
it came out on Netflix 2018.
It was an independent film.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't get any advertisement. But we've obviously talked about this film.
Yeah, and one of
Maybe
our
a little too
episodes.
much.
Yeah, we mentioned it for like 2 episodes after the episode we talked about this.
So of 2018, I mean, we can already say this is one of our favorite movies.
Yeah,
of
it's-
2018.
Watch it.
up
If
there.
you've not seen Terrifier,
What is wrong
watch
with you?
It's one of the movies that gave me hope in the horror genre again.
Oh, it's great. The
it's-
acting's terrible and everything. All the rest. Oh god.
It gives me Halloween vibes, or like at least 1980s slasher vibes, but modern day, if that makes sense. Like
But worse acting.
Yeah,
We need
it's
to
a
get
good
we
movie.
need to get more Art the Clown.
We're not
Oh,
necessarily.
I can't wait for a sequel.
I know.
When it comes to the end, some of us are kind of split on how it ended. I don't want to give it away. Like some of us don't like the supernatural aspect of the end.
Oh, that's right.
But
I honestly kind of blocked that out.
yeah,
That was weird.
yeah. But other than that, that was a little out of place. But other than that, it was a great movie.
Yeah,
And
fantastic.
it's not the only movie Arthur Clown's been in. He was in another
I think
indie movie.
Technically, he's been in 2 others.
All Hallows Eve and
All Hallows
there's
Eve
something
was
else.
one.
There's something before that.
But All Hallows Eve was interesting.
Yeah,
Because it was an anthology,
And he was
but
kinda like
he
the
was a part of every
semi-star,
one of
yeah.
them. But it was a different actor that was in it.
yeah. The new actor was great.
Yeah, the old actor was good, but I thought it was about him, so I thought he did a phenomenal job in this movie.
I don't remember what we gave Terrifier. That just goes to show how subjective these ratings are and how they change over
The
time.
rating?
Yeah.
Oh god, it's up there.
It's up there. It's a
It's
9,
way up there.
9.5 at least for me. Maybe
Oh,
even a 10.
absolutely.
It's good. 9.5. I'd say
I give
for
it a
me.
10.
It's a great
out,
movie.
of,
Solid.
out of 2018 movies, it's
Yeah.
a 10.
Oh, 2018 moves to 10.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie. Great movie. What's next on the list? So watch Terrifier. It's on
Or
Netflix.
die.
Yeah, it's on Netflix if you're curious.
So the next one is also going to be, I feel like, oh my god, the internet just went out.
No! Don't tell me the internet just went out. I'm doing shit on the internet, like downloading stuff. Don't worry about what I'm downloading. Just know that I'm downloading.
Boobs.
I hope. Oh no, it's good. Okay.
All right, good.
Now, A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place came out next.
A Quiet Place, yes.
And this is a well-known theatrical.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this one got wow,
That's not me. It's you, man.
wow.
You kids and your laptops.
We talk about this before we do this. We got to silence everything.
I can't silence
Oh
it.
my god, so embarrassing for you.
Sorry for all the unprofessionalism.
It was a perfect A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place is perfect. Perfect segue.
Yeah.
Quiet Place.
Yeah. You're not being quiet. You fail. You already fail in this.
I
in
would
this-
be silent.
I'm downloading.
But before we get into Quiet Place, have any of you seen the SNL skit with Donald Glover making fun of it? Quiet Place.
No.
I'll have to show these jackals maybe after this because it's hilarious. Like they talk about, he's reading Kanye West tweets and they're trying to be quiet. He goes, "Kanye said what?" Anyway,
I love Donald Glover. He was great in Lethal Weapon.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was.
He's too old for this shit.
And Riggs is crazy.
Also, I liked him on Smallville. He was Lionel Luther. The white Donald Glover we're talking about, right?
Oh, there's so many versions of that name.
Okay, so Quiet Place.
Anyway, I feel like nobody got that.
No, unless you know
Or
obscure,
nobody will get that, I should say,
Yeah.
once this is out.
obscure
Yeah.
actors.
I always thought that was really weird.
obscure actors.
There's Danny Glover, and then Danny Glover appeared on Smallville credits. I'm like, Danny Glover's in this? Oh no, that's a different Danny Glover.
There's a white Danny Glover. Apparently, there's more than one person named Danny Glover in the world.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
Quiet Place.
He's a good actor too.
Quiet
also.
Place, not really well known. It's a shit movie. We don't even have to talk about Quiet Place.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it's a shitty movie. No one's seen it. No one's ever heard of it. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up a Quiet Place. It was great.
You saw it.
Big production movie. Not
Big
like
production.
anything we've discussed yet.
Sequel
I'm
to
looking
The
up
Office.
who was in it. Apparently, John Krasinski was in it. He was in The Office. I had no idea.
It's a sequel to The Office.
Oh,
Pam.
oh, that's right. So Zach texted me this whole background of why this happened, and it had to do with The Office. I wish we could.
Yeah,
I wish you remembered all
I
of
don't
it.
remember
I bet
any
you
of
do.
it anymore.
It was super fucking funny.
We're talking about how it's a sequel to The Office, and how I couldn't wait to see it. Because of The Office. So, Quiet Place. I'll do a real quick overview. Basically, it's a post-apocalyptic movie. The aliens have already, or monsters, whatever you want to call them, have already invaded and won.
Yeah, at first you don't really even know.
You don't know what exactly is going on. You just know, it starts off, sound is no-no, because the kid gets spoilers. Spoilers. If you've not seen A Quiet Place.
Oh, this was right off the bat.
Yeah, it's right off the bat, but still, turn back now. One of their youngest kid gets taken by the monsters when he gets a truck with a toy with batteries. They tell him no batteries. They sign it. They do sign language, which, by the way, I hope you like to read, because you're gonna have to read, because they do sign language a lot. Not the entire movie, but a lot of the movie is in sign language.
Yeah,
there's not a lot
they
of
can't
spoken
talk.
dialogue. Yeah, because the monsters are attracted to any sound.
Well, see, then that his dumb dick sister was like, "Oh, hey,
Here's some
I'll give you batteries."
Yeah. And so he puts the batteries in the toy truck. The toy truck makes noises.
So she pretty much killed her.
And then you see the boy's head decapitated.
But she was
perfectly.
deaf.
Yeah.
Like in slow motion. They're all like, oh my god, John Krasinski puts his penis in its mouth. Really fucked up movie.
What I think is weird is John Krasinski's writing a sequel, which I didn't think
He's writing a sequel.
Oh no, he's doing a sequel. I don't think he meant to do a sequel.
A loud house? What do you call it?
A Quiet Place. Even
Bird
quieter.
Box.
I think it got so much recognition, it got so popular
Yeah.
that they were like, we need a sequel. And John Krasinski's like, but I already died.
Spoilers. It's at the very end of the movie.
Everyone's seen it by now.
They already wrote a sequel. It's called See No Evil, a.k.a. Bird Box.
We will be getting to that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's by the way, spoilers. That's divided. That's a very divisive thing between the three of us. Some of us have taste, others don't. So, Quiet Place. Can't make noise. Monsters get you. You don't really see the monsters on screen. You kind of do at the very end.
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah,
When you start seeing them.
do see
They
it.
look like they kind of look like the critters from. You probably never seen that. There's like a sci-fi show.
Critters?
Yeah, critters. They call them Skitters. It was I can't remember. It was on Sci-Fi.
The
About
critters called Skitters?
Yes, the critters were called Skitters. It was a sci-fi network show about this alien invasion and all. I can't remember. It ended a couple years ago, but
Never
Alf.
heard of it.
yes,
Alf.
They look just like Alf.
Yes.
Alf ate cats.
They're kind of like they're spider-like creatures. These things, right? Like
Yeah, they're weird
kind
little
of.
shits.
I don't know.
Wait, on Quiet Place?
Yeah, not spider-like creatures, but they have like 4 legs or.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty kind of. I thought they were cool looking.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
They were neat.
I mean, that's not the whole reason you want. I mean, you don't care. I mean, you kind of care. At least you see the monsters.
Yeah.
That's a jab at a movie we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So, Quiet Place. I mean, by this, there's not much we can say that you probably don't know about it. Did it win any awards?
Oh shit! I already.
Wait, when are the Oscars? Because I'm okay. Was that movie that won the horror movie that won an Oscar or was nominated for an Oscar?
Which
Written
one?
by Key or Peel or one of those
Oh,
two?
Get Out.
Oh, Get Out.
Fuck that movie.
You don't like that movie?
That movie is boring as shit.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Fuck that movie. I will say it again. If you like that movie, Matt, you have to reevaluate.
If you don't like that movie, you're racist.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
I was actually
Those
going to talk
lazy
about
Mexicans and
towards the end of this episode. I was going to talk about that new one that Jordan Peele's
right.
I didn't called Us.
Okay. Quiet Place did get $188 million in the U.S. Box office.
Well, I think that was
$332 million worldwide gross.
that's not bad.
As far as awards,
because it's one of the few movies that came out in theaters that's a horror genre. Of course, people are going to go see it because horror's dead. And
those of you who've listened this far, in the comments when I post this on the Facebook group, tell me why or why you do not like Get Out. Because I can tell you why it's a shit movie. In fact, I did not finish that movie.
Really?
It's the only horror movie on any of these lists.
Oh my gosh.
Out of the terrible movies I've seen, I could not finish because it was not a horror movie. It was a bad comedy.
Bad comedy.
That's what it was. It was funny. It was just like, I get it.
A lot of
it was too on the
suspense.
nose. And again, another thing that if you guys know about me, I don't like pretentious movies. I don't like things that are on the nose. I don't like things that are like throw it in your face.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I was too on the nose. If it was more subtle with it, the message, I might like it more.
Quiet Place did win the AFI Awards for Movie of the Year.
AFI?
I don't even know what that is.
Yep. Out for awards.
Best Sci-Fi Horror Movie by the Broadcast Film Critics Association Awards.
Good for them. What would you give A Quiet Place out of 10?
I give it an 8.
Brad?
I'll give it around an 8.
7.5. 7 for me.
I was going to say 7.5 probably.
7 to 7.5 for me. It's good. It's even above the average. It's I wouldn't say it's just short of great, in my opinion. Just short of great.
Get Out's better.
Very good.
Get Out. Oh my god. Those are fighting words.
I'm not going to lie. I like The Quiet Place better than Get Out.
You guys.
Get Out was good.
I liked watching the homeless man outside of my house masturbate more than I liked Get Out.
Wow.
Get Out is shit.
Well, you did see the preview for his new one, right? Do you think that looks good?
I don't know if I've seen the preview for that.
I haven't seen that preview yet either.
I don't care so much for it. I don't know. I was kind of done with the whole meta horror movie. It really left us out. I don't know what it was about it. I was just like, this is boring. Nothing's happening. Yeah. What's the point of this? Get it. The parents are awkward. Oh, okay. She's doing psychotherapy on him. Okay. Oh, man, he's crying for some reason. Oh, this is so scary. It's like, what's the point?
But you didn't see the end?
I knew the story already. I knew where they were going. Something to do with, like, their shapeshifters, or these people are trying to use young black people as, like, the top in their bodies or something. It was obvious and boring looking. I don't know. I didn't get...
They were shapeshift. Yeah, they were trying to...
Yeah, I don't know.
Stealing their bodies.
I got...
They were doing brain transplants.
I got an hour and 10 into it. And I was like, I'm done. Anyway.
So, like, before it got good?
You have to watch an hour and 10 minutes of a movie for it to get good, and it's an hour 45 minutes. You got a problem.
We got a movie coming up that's like that you still loved.
No, I said half an hour of the movie.
Okay.
So, and not even that, 20 minutes of that movie. All right, moving on. Quiet Place, 7.5 for me, 7.5 to 8 for Brad. 8 for Matt.
Yeah.
What's the next movie?
Truth or Dare.
Oh, Brad and I saw the wrong one.
I'm the only one who actually saw Truth or Dare.
So it turns out there was a Truth or Dare that came out in 2017 and in 2018, both horror films.
Yeah.
But only one of them was on Netflix.
The shitty one that came out in 2017.
Yeah. They're both not. I mean, the 2018 leading in. The 2018 one isn't anything to write home about. It's not. It's not shit. One. I guess it's not shit. At least
I was watching that movie. Like I had to pause it several times, go do other things. I'm just like, oh my god, I have to watch. I gotta watch the end of it. Like I gotta see what happens.
The only reason
it was still terrible.
The only reason I saw Truth or Dare is because I was like on it as a date night, and we went to see it in theaters. Me and Brad together, holding hands. No, girls.
The popcorn thing.
This girl I was saying.
That was amazing. The hand holding was my favorite.
Came out 2018. It's basically they have to play a game of Truth or Dare. Very simple. The rules are simple. Truth or Dare. If you choose truth 2 times in a row, you cannot choose truth more than 2 times in a row. If you do, you're forced to do a dare, or you die right there. So you can't just say truth the entire time.
Oh, you see, the one we saw was different. It was the house that they were in.
Yeah.
Chooses if it's truth or dare.
No, they play
and
truth.
You have to do whatever it is.
They are playing the game of truth and dare.
Yeah. But they had it like the house knew shit that they didn't want to admit.
And what happens is the person's turn is to ask the question is like possessed by some type of spirit who asks the question for them, right? Who does a dare for them. So it's a truth or dare thing. It's all right. Nothing explicit. Nothing crazy. Very minimal violence. I mean, there's some violence. I wouldn't say minimal, but there's very little violence. It's not over the top. It had a lot of potential, right? It sounds cool, like, oh man, you're forced to do crazy shit you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But it's not really anything to write home about. The ending was all right. I wasn't a huge fan of the ending. I don't want to get too much into it because Believe it or not, even though it came out near the middle of the year, I don't remember a whole lot about it. That's how average it was. I remember this prick of a guy who was in MD school, or doctor school, as our friends like to call it. He was in med school. He was writing fake prescriptions. He was writing faulty prescriptions for his friends, and he had to do truth and dare. And during his interview to get into a hospital, his truth was he had to tell the truth about him writing fake prescriptions. Stuff like that, cool. Embarrassing things, and you're forced to tell the truth. You can't not tell the truth when you choose truth. It forces you to tell the truth.
Like a Liar Liar?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a sequel to Liar Liar. Overall, average. Nothing to write home about. I give it out of 10.
All right.
Out of 10. Or I want ice cream out of 10.
Hey, that was a good movie.
The ice cream truck? The other movie we could not finish?
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking about when the fuck did we get ice cream?
When the fuck did we get ice cream? Oh, man, that would not fly in today's climate. No. It barely flew in then. Was The Ringer? Is that what it was called?
The Ringer, yeah.
God. All right. What do we got? Coming up?
I mean, I feel like Johnny Knoxville legitimately is kind of retarded, though.
Yeah, I mean, all the people in Jackass.
No disrespect, I like him. But
some of the shit you have to do. Like, he's knocked his own eyeball out like 4 times.
I mean, he got famous for fucking himself up. So.
Yeah, all those guys did.
He's like, hold on, I can make money off of doing this? This is literally how he got it famous.
Well, it grabbed my attention.
He's like, he moved to LA, and he's like, oh, I can make money off of hurting myself.
Our next big for popularity and fame is to start hurting ourselves. Mainly kicking Brad in the nuts.
Let's do it.
Oh, like ours? No.
Yeah. What's the next movie on the list?
Okay, I think I was the only one that saw this one. Revenge.
Oh, yeah. You know why you really want to watch it? Because it's Brad's favorite type of genre.
No. Okay.
What's the genre, Brad?
Cat and mouse.
Cat and mouse? Is that the genre?
It's about cat and mouse.
Why is the cat chasing the mouse?
No, it literally
is cat
and mouse.
Why is the cat chasing the mouse?
Okay, so it's your classic boy meets girl. Uh-huh. Girl gets raped by boy's best friend.
Of course.
Boy tries to kill girls so he doesn't have incriminating evidence, or so she doesn't tell his wife about it. Girl gets away. Boy tries to chase girl and kill her so he doesn't. There's no evidence. Uh-huh. And then girl goes after boy and all of her friends. Classic romantic tale.
It's a romantic comedy. It's a rom-com.
So kind of like I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, or a rape venge movie.
Pretty much.
BJ's favorite genre.
Honestly, the rape scene was very short.
You said it was disturbing how he worded it. It was disturbing. He's like, wasn't very graphic. It wasn't graphic enough. I think is what he said. I'm like,
I did not say it wasn't graphic enough.
Okay, keep talking. I'm just going to find that text.
No.
It's in there.
No, okay, so...
in today's day and age, you can't get rid of anything you say.
They don't show anything. Like, it's implied. It's like, oh, okay, this is going to happen.
You're, like, screaming for help and all that?
She's upset. The guy tries to kill her because he doesn't want his wife to find out, so she...
Oh, yeah, perfect.
No, she gets really fucked up. Then she gets away, and then she goes after him and his friends. It's really intense, and I thought it was pretty good.
Okay,
I thought it kind of flew under the radar.
It got pretty good reviews from what I remember.
What did it get?
It's kind of like a 6.3 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes might be different. I'm not looking at Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I suppose I can look it up.
I think on Rotten Tomatoes it was like 90%.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It should show up right here. I am looking at things.
Oh, no, it didn't.
75% of Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, 7.9 on IMDb.
Wait, is that the right movie?
That's
not
not the same thing.
Yeah, that is not.
Oh, my God.
Okay, my bad. Matt's in on this, too. How was the quality of the rape? Matt says. Let me start Brad.
Hold on. 92% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Damn!
So it's a good movie.
All right. Here's what Brad said about Revenge in our text group. I'm giving you a crack behind the scenes of what we talk about. Brad says, by the way, Revenge had less rape than I thought it would. And then I said, that is our tagline for the episode. And then Matt, out of curiosity, says, how was the quality of the rape?
Matt wanted to know, though. All right.
I was curious. Because I Spit on Your Grave.
Brad answers the question saying, not great. Off camera, only screams. Disappointing rape scene is what I'm saying. then I said, "That's the second part of the tagline."
Perfect. Love it.
All right. So, out of 10, what was the rating out of 10?
Well, I give it a 10 out of 10 out of me needing to go see a therapist. It was a great movie.
Bringing this up, that means if you're sensitive to the whole rape thing, since it's not graphic or shown, this might be a movie that you'd be able to, it's not going to be as rough, right?
No, it's definitely not nearly. No, it's no.
Because Spit on Your Grave is a very graphic.
That is graphic.
It
Last House on the Left.
Very graphic.
That's graphic. Yep. This one's less graphic. It's off camera. It's not the focus of it.
Right.
It's it happens. It's off camera. It's implied.
Yeah.
And then obviously that's the motive for everything that happens after.
And
that.
let's be real here for a real second. I think that's a good thing. I mean, we're joking before. I mean, joke. We all think that's a good thing because the focus of these movies.
That's a very touchy subject.
Well, but the focus of a movie shouldn't be the rape itself. I mean, you shouldn't have to see just the implications enough because the focus of a movie should be the revenge. It's a revenge movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a cat and mouse movie because she is going after these guys. The thing is, they're out in the middle of the desert. Yeah. So, and that's what's so difficult about this because she has very limited resources. And these guys are trying to find her so that they can get rid of her.
Yeah.
So she can't go back to anyone else and tell anyone. And at the same time, she's trying to get rid of them. So obviously, she kind of wins.
Yeah.
But it's very intense. I mean,
it's intense.
Very like camping.
Yeah, something you want to watch while camping?
Yes.
It's intense.
Oh, I get the joke.
No,
now.
I'm
in on the joke.
I mean, like I said, it's got 92% on Rotten
clever.
Tomatoes. I thought this one flew under the radar.
Yeah, but how many people were actually reviewing? 2 people?
2. No. No, I thought it was good.
Okay.
It's definitely worth a watch.
I think I might actually watch this one.
It's good.
If you're not too squeamish around the subject, or even if you are, but you want to give it a go, but you don't want, it
does have something for the ladies. It does.
You see Dong?
Yes.
There you go, ladies.
Yes. Is it big?
Is it Bill Goldberg?
That's one.
Oh,
you get 2 more.
Oh shit!
There is this one very handsome gentleman that is very naked
Is he well
a lot
endowed?
of the movie.
Well, I'm actually
well
going to
endowed?
mention that
It's all right.
one of our other movies.
Disappointing. So you don't want to save your other 2?
Yeah, because you'll find out.
What's the? Oh, I know what movie it is already.
Yeah.
It's my runner-up movie.
Oh, that's why it was under the radar. I think it's originally French.
Ah,
there are subtitles, but it is mostly in English.
French are very hit or miss with horror movies. Mostly miss, but occasionally they have a good hit.
Well, there is
like High Tension.
It's
exactly. That's
yes,
what I was thinking.
High Tension's
that's what I was
great.
thinking.
There are subtitles, but it's like half and half.
Okay,
I mean, she is American.
good for her.
The guys are all French, but
French.
The main guy also speaks English.
Frenchies.
So
So is the main guy?
they go back and forth.
Is the main guy uncut, or the guy who you see naked is he uncut?
They don't
really
show
important.
it that closely.
I need to know. Is he uncut?
Anyway,
right.
definitely worth a watch.
What's the next movie?
I'm done talking about Dong. The First Purge.
Oh, I saw this movie.
I think Zach. You only watched it just because it came out in 2018, right?
Yeah. So when we first came up with the idea to make this type of episode, I'm like, we should probably, without realizing really how many we'd already seen. Like, we didn't think we had seen that many movies released in 2018. Turns out we did.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we need to pad some of this. So I'm like, watch The First Purge. Came out in 2018. Purge is a hit or miss series, mostly miss.
Very miss.
The first Purge was average, maybe slightly below average. The second Purge was slightly above average.
I can't remember which one I saw.
And then the third Purge was kind of shite. And then this Purge, which is the 4th one, I believe, in the series, is called The First Purge, which is like a prequel to all the Purge movies. It's shit. That's all I need to say about it. Like,
okay.
I don't have to spend a lot of time. Don't watch it. It's stupid. They double down the political agenda.
Yeah, because we got a lot more.
Yeah, and we got.
So yeah, I think we should probably.
It doubles. All I'll say about this is it doubles down the political agenda thing, and I didn't mind the political agenda in the second one. In fact, I loved it because it's very subtle. not super subtle, but it wasn't in your face. And then like kind of like how I don't like Get Out, it was too much in my face. And it's like the focus of the movie was on the agenda, not on the horror aspect. And I need a better balance. And that's why I get it. You're killing off the poor. Woo, it's a commentary. I'm poor. I get it. That's what the main focus was. And it wasn't about the horror. It wasn't about the evil. It was, I don't know. I give it the worst part about the movie is it's just boring. Boring. So 2 out of 10, maybe 1.5 out of 10, 1 out of 10. It's going down. 0.5. The longer I talk,
it's worse than the first one.
Oh, by far.
Oh God.
This is the first one, guys.
Yeah, it's called The First Purge.
Oh, worse than the original.
Okay, real quick before we move on, I give it a 1 out of 10, maybe 1.5. 1.5. What are you opening?
Nothing. It's a soda.
Brad, favorite Purge movie?
Second.
See, that's what I said. Second one.
Second one for sure.
I only watched one of them. I can't remember which one it was.
Probably if you liked it, it's probably the second one. If you didn't, it's probably the first or third one.
The second one was the best one,
which is very rare.
The third one did get.
I saw it at the drive-in. It was a double feature, like they all are. It was As Above, So Below, and
saw at the drive-in.
Yeah,
was this 1995?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Below, So Above. That came out in 2016.
Yeah. So whatever.
As Above, So Below. Get it right.
20. You must have watched Purge 3. I think there must have been Purge 3.
Okay. See, I was with this
it
chick, and I was just...
Was it about the president? Was someone running for president? And he had a protector?
What drive-in were you at?
The Dixie Drive-In.
They still exist?
I think that one closed, actually.
No.
It might have. Moving on to the next movie.
Oh, yeah, we got a
boogie.
Now I'm kind of...
We got a boogie.
I'm kind of wondering if that's actually closed or not. Oh, this is one that Matt saw. The Slender Man.
Oh, shit.
Or just Slender Man.
On the next one. Don't watch it.
Shit, got it.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
Really disappointing.
Here's
I was
the thing.
excited for that one.
It was like The Ring. You watch this video, Slender Man's going to come get you.
Seriously?
I probably should have watched the previews.
Oh, that's shit.
Because I went into it thinking it was about the kids that killed the one kid after playing the game or something like that. Yeah. That's what I thought it was going to be about, but it's just like The Ring. You watch the video, you're going to die. Yeah. Garbage. All right, on to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not even worth mentioning.
That bad, huh?
Yeah.
This next one is going to be interesting.
Oh, God. What is it?
Because Zach has very strong feelings about this movie.
I didn't watch it.
What is it?
The Meg.
So we're in August, huh? I'll never forget. I looked it up because I was so upset. All right.
People were comparing it to Jaws.
No.
That is
okay.
Awful.
No.
I don't even watch it.
The Jaws was all... First off, Jaws is all show not... whatever. Tell not show. Right? You never really saw... And that's due to issues with the shark.
Jaws is like one of my favorite
You never
movies.
saw the...
Jaws had practical effects, though.
Yeah, but...
They can't show it all the time.
Well, they can't because the shark didn't work. Like the machine... It's like a well-known thing. I kept on breaking down during... So they couldn't... You couldn't see the shark very often. The Meg... First off, you CGI mostly. But second off... Fucking sucked. I don't know. The worst written script in history of horror movies, and this is not even like this is a theatrical release. That's what blows my mind. Like I could give it like a more of a pass, but it's a theatrical release with some decent stars in it.
So why is it called the Meg?
The Megalodon.
Megalodon?
It's a giant shark.
Oh my god! Really?
Not. Blew right past me.
God,
that's the whole thing.
How do you not know about sharks in the Cretaceous era?
No, that's literally the whole thing about it. The Meg.
I thought they called it the Meg, like
yeah, it's short for Megalodon.
No, yeah,
Megan. That's the name of the shark. The shark's name is Megan.
Yeah.
Meg, what are you doing? That actually would have been a better movie. Terribly written. Every cliche under the sun was in it.
I can't get over that.
My God.
He had no idea.
BJ,
well,
give the man a break. You didn't see the movie.
Wait,
he's smarter than all of us.
Oh yeah, I'm the only one that didn't watch that one.
The movie was shit. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it's supposed to be a comedy.
Do not compare it to Jaws.
Piranhas 3D was supposed to be a comedy, and that was by far better. I'm not saying it was a good movie, Piranhas 3D, but it was a better movie than The Meg.
Piranha was awesome.
Yeah.
With Jerry O'Connell?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
But you know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be a comedy, right? I mean, that...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Meg, people saying it's supposed to be a comedy. No, I don't care. The Meg is bad.
Okay,
here comes Brad.
Here I go.
Here we go.
So,
the man who loved Baskin.
I liked the Meg.
Oh my God! Brad did not tell me this until now. No wonder you're quiet when I said "fuck you" for making me watch this movie.
Oh, I was going to be quiet. No, it was fun.
No, it wasn't. What was fun about it?
Not the acting.
Not the acting.
Not the script.
Not the script. So what was fun?
Well, here's the thing. I went into this thinking, I just want a giant shark movie. That's what they provided. That's all I wanted.
But the giant shark did fuck all for like 90% of the movie.
Yes, it did.
What did it do?
Fuck you. That's what it did. Fuck you.
I don't know.
I thought it was good.
I thought the shark would be scary. Like, okay, the scariest part of that movie, like the gagging the willies, and you see it in the preview, is when you see the shark in the aerial view, like under the water.
Yeah.
Like you can see the shadow. I like that more than I like seeing the CGI monstrosity. Like, I didn't get any fear. Like, I was like, this is stupid. I had no tension. There's no tension for me in this movie. Like, I could give a fuck if the guy dies or not. I was actually hoping Jason Statham would die. I was like, fuck, yes, die!
No, I thought Jason Statham's character was like a little over the top.
He might as well call himself Brick Manley. I mean, the guy's like, I was a badass sea diver who saved a submarine full of men, but had to leave them to die because only I believed that a giant shark existed. No one believed me.
It's like that episode of Mystery Science Theater where they keep coming up with the names with like the hard ass character, that whole thing. No, that's what he was. He was just this ridiculous character that just fears nothing.
This middle-aged Asian who looks like she's in her 20s or 30s. Very attractive. She's like, my panties be moist.
Yeah, what is she, like 50?
Yeah.
Something like that? She looks amazing.
Yeah. She's like, my panties be moist. For no reason. She's like the love interest. She's the love interest. No, I don't know what she says.
Oh.
It's
I don't know. I don't speak Chinese.
I don't know. I don't speak shitty movie. What about it did you like? What about it did you like?
The script was awful. The acting was awful.
I'm waiting for the part
I
you
like
liked.
Jason Statham, but he was terrible in that
I
movie.
like Jason Statham too.
No, it was just...
But I wanted him to die in that movie.
It was action-packed.
It was action-packed?
Yeah, I like that.
It was packed full of shit. If something's packed full of shit, would you like that? Like, well, it's a package, true, but it's packed full of shit.
Maybe.
God, you're a simple man.
What kind of shit?
Changed my mind about Get Out and The Meg. And probably 4 other movies, because it's going downhill from here.
It's worth a watch. I thought it was entertaining.
Fuck you. That's what. Fuck you out of 10.
I'm not saying it was a great movie. I thought I enjoyed
The Meg won an award in my awards list. I'll read it then.
Okay.
Fuck you.
If we ever get to that, shit, there's still plenty on this list.
Keep going.
No, there's a few left. Okay, this next one. I think I was the only one that saw this next one. Summer of '84.
I did not watch it.
I wanted to watch it. I know it has like a milk.
Bro, this is 2018, not 84.
The cover had a milk carton on it, right?
Yeah.
A missing person.
Yeah,
I wanted
missing
to see it. I wanted to see if I didn't.
So, everyone's seen Stranger Things by now, right?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, yeah, right?
So, it's trying to milk that.
I think they really tried too hard to be Stranger Things.
They're trying to milk the 80s nostalgia.
Yeah.
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yep, I think it was
It was one that's streaming.
Something like that. I don't know. I think it was a Netflix original, maybe.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or maybe not.
It was one of the streaming.
Something like that.
It was one of the streaming sites. It might have been Amazon or Hulu or
either,
Shudder.
It was either on Netflix or it was not on Netflix. One of those things.
It was streamed or not streamed. One of those.
Honestly, it was like a big thing, and I watched it and was severely disappointed.
You're disappointed in a movie you had no idea what it was about.
It was shit.
I'm just saying this, but yet the Meg was a masterpiece, according to you. Your words. Your words.
The Meg was the best movie I ever saw.
Hands down.
I'm clipping that, and I'm going to post that. I will finally edit this schlock.
Okay, it was...
Every time we say the Meg, I want to bleep it out in post-production, because it should be a cuss word. The Meg. You getting ready for Mandy? What are you doing over there? You can't see what I said. You have no idea what the joke's about, but it's relevant.
No, Summer of '84 was shit. It was awful.
All right.
It was like 2 hours too. It was just like, we need to find out who this guy is, and it was like the same guy they thought it was the whole time.
Whoa!
Spoiler:
Horror movies should not be more than an hour
seriously.
and a half.
No, seriously. The guy they kept accusing the entire movie ended up being the guy.
They got him.
Yeah.
We got him.
I was like, wow, that wasn't fun.
We got him.
So, anyway, moving on, because that was bullshit. The Nun.
Oh, hey.
All right, moving on.
I think I was the only one that saw that one.
In theaters, no less. I wasn't invited.
No,
I begged to see this movie. You're like, I need to take my girlfriend out.
You had no interest.
I don't care. It could have.
Do you even like The Conjuring?
I hate it.
I like The Conjuring.
I've seen one movie.
The movie actually scared me when it first came out.
Ooh, and that got a little scared.
I don't like possession or like those type of movies in general because I don't believe in ghosts and bullshit like that.
Well, this one's different.
Like The Exorcist didn't scare me at all.
The Conjuring I thought was well done.
Yeah, The Conjuring wasn't anything like...
I didn't say I hated it. I thought The Conjuring was at least good. If I remember correctly, I was barely watching. I don't want to talk about what I was doing at the time. Let's just say I wasn't paying full attention to it.
Making out.
Maybe it was another person.
Yes, making out.
Yeah, making out. I was with another person. Female. I can't remember much about what was going on in the movie, but I saw The Conjuring. I liked what I saw, the parts I saw.
I never saw the second one or Annabelle. I just saw the first Conjuring.
I'll just say the volume was down. So, all right.
I liked Annabelle. Okay, here's the thing I like about the whole series as a whole.
Yeah.
It's its own universe.
A-hole.
Yeah.
Its own universe. I get it.
It's its own universe, and that's why I think it is great.
And the spin-offs are based on the items.
It's new. It's a little different. That's the one thing that doesn't piss me off about all these sequels that are coming out. Everything that's out now it's either a sequel or a remake or whatever. Yeah. At least the Conjuring series, it's its own universe.
Yeah.
So
they're trying something new with. It's like the Marvel of horror movies.
Yeah, kind of. They're incorporating other things in the same universe. So I was really excited about this because The Conjuring 2 first introduced the Nun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got Annabelle, you had Annabelle 2. Annabelle was interesting. Annabelle 2 was interesting. Yeah. The Nun,
out of 10.
Not good.
Out of 10.
Fun fact, you remember when The Nun was on, when it was coming out, the previews on YouTube? They were so quote unquote scary that they banned them on YouTube. Although it was really in reality, it was a jump scare.
I think that was just.
It was a jump scare. You ever seen remember those in like early 2000s, maybe late 2000s? How popular those it's a cartoon. All of a sudden, it switches to something scary real quick in the face. Remember the previews did that.
That's the whole Nun movie.
Yeah, well, that's what
they're all jump scares. That's
what a YouTube ad did. They had an ad. It would be in like in the middle of like YouTube videos, like for video games and stuff you're watching.
That's what I'm sick of with these movies nowadays.
Jump scares?
This is a whole episode, but I'm sick of jump scares.
Yeah, jump scares aren't scary.
That's because that's the only type of horror we can see nowadays.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's predictable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, something's going to happen, and then it gets really loud, and then something pops up. Or either it gets really loud and nothing happens. You're like, oh, that was a trick.
Jump scares haven't even frightened me since I was like in middle school, maybe elementary school. I mean, jump scares just aren't fun. I mean, come on.
The story itself was but the rest of it was
yeah.
So, all in all, it was kind of
so it's
it was
out of 10.
The only good part about it was getting a little bit more history on the fact that the Nun was a slight, very minuscule part of The Conjuring 2.
Yeah.
That was it. It's like the Nun shows up just slightly in the Conjuring 2, and it's like, what's the deal with that? And then they made a whole movie, and it's like, okay.
I remember when The Conjuring 2 came out, like the Nun was like a hit. Like people remember we went to Horror Hound, like everyone was dressed as the Nun.
Yeah.
Like everyone was so excited for the Nun.
Yeah. Okay, what I did love about it, the cinematography was beautiful. It was great. It looked amazing. I just thought the plot was shit.
What I really want to know, it's a really important question. Why was I not invited to see this movie with you and Jess?
We went to see together.
3 is like, it's like a clown tricycle. Everyone wants to be part of tricycle.
I'll tell you what, though. This was a really weird experience because we got one of those reserved seats kind of things.
Like everything now is reserved.
Yeah.
Around us, anyway.
So there was a few other people in the theater, around, but the thing is, we brought a whole bunch of shit in with us. Like I brought in like
classy.
I brought a 6-pack of pints with me.
Classy.
We brought
6-pack of pints.
Oh, this is not new for
You
Brad.
had
He brought
yeah.
He brought this when we watched The Hobbit. Remember that? You and our other friend.
Wait a minute. I can understand like a
I
little
don't want to
pint
name
of
him
liquor.
just in case.
Oh no, we brought a 6-pack of beer with us.
How the hell?
Just like in The Office when Michael drops the bottle of wine, that's what he kept on doing. He kept on dropping his bottle and it was clanking the entire time.
Yeah. Oh,
so this is not new
my
for Brad.
God.
Yeah. Even Brad was embarrassed.
So no, I brought a 6-pack of beer with me. We brought sub sandwiches.
Jesus Christ, you're classy as shit.
We brought some sides like combos. We brought some combos.
Would you bring in like a whole cooler?
Brought a spread, huh? You got like
it was great.
picnic blanket. You laid it
We
there.
wanted variety.
We hit DeBella's on the way. We hit a gas station.
How
We
the
did all
fuck could
kinds
you
of
bring
stuff.
all that into the theater without getting caught? You stick it in your finger pants like, I'm packing.
Jess carries big bags with her.
All right. She has
She's
big
like,
bags and she cannot
that's
lie.
my purse. You can't search it.
The other
They don't
usher,
search it. It's technically not illegal to
Jess
bring in
got
food.
big bags and she cannot lie. All you ushers can't deny. When she walks in with that itty bitty bag and a big thing in her face, she gets combos. I don't know.
That was
You
beautiful.
rap off the top of your head.
How do you not have a record deal?
I don't know. I do. Platinum.
No, but what I hated most about it was most of the movie was so quiet. So every time I'd go to take a bite of combos or something, it was like crunch, crunch. It was so awkward. And then like every time I try to open a beer, I'm like waiting for the one like scare scene, like the jump scene. I'm like, what?
You should just fart to cover up the sound of the beer being opened up. Duh.
Sorry, that was me. I farted.
Got a lot of gas. Just keep farting the entire time.
Classic.
No, that was the worst part about it. It was so quiet most of the time.
So this
and I
movie
had to,
might be amazing. We just don't know because it was the Brad's eating and drinking experience was ruined.
I was too focused on trying to eat my shit quietly.
All right, so it's
Yeah.
that's the next
Conjuring's
one.
great, but
Yeah.
all right, so the next one, we've all seen this one.
Yay! It's one of the rarities.
This is one of those take an Oscar and throw it right out the fucking window. Slice.
Oh, no.
So what's the guy's name?
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
I think this was like his first big film debut. But I think Mr.
good
the
for
Rapper
him.
needs to just stick with music.
You say Mr. the Rapper?
Yeah, Chance the Rapper.
Chanks the Rapper, whatever his name was.
You don't see him that much, too. I just remember that.
Yeah.
Like, it started out really good.
Yeah.
I thought, I was like, okay.
The very beginning and then the intro, like the credits and all that.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this is going to be pretty
Chance
good.
the Rapper was the very first person credited in the movie.
Yeah, he shows up like an hour into it.
Yeah.
It's
I
bad.
still didn't
But he's the
recognize
main
him 'cause I
character.
don't know who Chance the Rapper is.
Yeah, they kept on telling me like when I came over to their place to watch it, they're like, "Yeah, we're watching a movie. It has Chance the Rapper," and I'm like, "Who?" They're like, "Chance the Rapper." Like, who? And they're like so excited for him, and apparently they never even knew who he was. Who's Chance the Rapper?
Apparently,
He's a rapper.
He's on like the front of the whole thing. Like his face is really big, and he's like a very minor character in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Good on him.
He's such a minor character. He's just the most famous one out
He
of everyone.
carries the movie. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a couple semi-named people that you might recognize. Domino from Deadpool 2. That's her name.
She's in it.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Not as hot as she was in Deadpool.
No, weird. I think she had like a what do you call that? Like a what do you call that thing? Corset.
Corset.
I think she had a corset.
Because her babies were looking pretty spot on in Deadpool, but
Yeah.
it was just kind of
That's all Matt could really focus on.
yeah.
He was very upset.
Besides her, it's Paul Scheer,
Which is Andre from
Andre from the League.
the League.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in that.
He was the best character in that movie.
He was the best character. Him and the dead guy.
Yeah.
Who didn't say anything except
Yeah.
like ominous things.
Yeah, that was the best part of the movie. And then there's like a funny kind of commercial at the very end. I'm not even going to talk about the plot because I
Oh
barely
no,
paid
there was one
attention.
other person. It was the mayor.
Oh fuck,
I got the internet right in front of me. I'm not using it.
Paul Parnell.
Yeah,
Chris
Parnell.
Parnell.
Chris Parnell.
Yeah, Chris Parnell. Yeah,
Is it Chris Parnell?
it is Chris Parnell. Are you gonna look it up because you don't
am,
trust
but
me?
I don't know why that doesn't sound right.
He's
He's an archer.
yeah, he's also on SNL.
It is Chris Parnell.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, the internet's a wonderful thing.
Hey, the man who likes the Meg didn't know who Chris Parnell was.
He's not in the mag.
I know, but you like the Meg. That's all that matters.
I thought it was an entertaining movie.
It was not.
Should we talk about Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea was awesome.
It was
The
awesome.
Meg was not.
I am watching
Okay,
that
Deep Blue Sea, I say, is the best thing since Jaws.
I agree. The Meg was not.
Sharknado was.
The Meg was not.
Since the
I didn't
Sharknado is
watch
the
any
best
of
since Deep. You haven't seen Deep Blue Sea.
one. No.
Just stop it.
There's just
stop
silence.
recording. Now.
Yeah, like
Stop recording.
Like, you can't see it, but like we're looking at Matt with like,
When
a
did it come out?
2000,
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
I was
Oh
like,
no,
I was in
it's
like
been out for a
8th
while.
grade.
It was like 99, I feel like.
Was it 99? I watched it. I was in like 8th grade.
I've
so-
heard of it.
No, it's got like all kinds of people. Yeah, 99. I was
You
right.
know. So we were in 5th grade when it came
Oh
out.
my god, yeah, it's got
Vanilla Ice.
LL Cool J. That's
LL Cool
his
J.
name.
Vanilla Ice. The whitest man I know.
Yes.
All right.
Wow. Of all rappers,
Is Samuel L. Jackson in it?
yes,
Yes.
he is.
That's right, because
I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking sharks in this motherfucking underwater sea lab. I'm
because
just-
and
a
Chappelle's show.
motherfucking shark ate me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. Also, Thomas Jane's in it.
Oh yeah, he is
Punisher.
The best Punisher.
Well, yeah.
Still.
I haven't seen the show yet.
I still say that.
But, no, he was great.
All right, so I forget what we were talking about because you were talking about a shitty movie
I
called The
totally
Meg.
forgot.
What was the movie we're on?
Slice.
Slice. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised we're still talking about Slice.
It's not called Slice because it's a slasher. It's
Okay.
called Slice because they work
name-
at a pizza
Slice
place.
has a whole bunch of different weird
Genres mixed together.
Yeah, okay. There's ghosts, there's witches, there's werewolves.
It's a
and
sci-fi universe type
it's a whole
thing.
clusterfuck
like
of
ghosts,
bullshit.
Like all those things exist, and people just they don't care. Like it just exists.
There's no coherent storyline.
No,
I
I couldn't follow
bullshit.
it. I did not follow it all. I was too amazed at Brad trying to eat a salad.
Yeah,
Yeah, Brad ate a salad
Did eat a salad.
with a ton of salad dressing.
So none of what happened that night made sense at all.
No, it
we
really
watched that
didn't.
movie. We didn't understand it. I ate a salad.
We were at
everything-
my place.
The
Yeah.
universe was not in place.
It was
Nothing.
not. It was
kind of
not
weird.
in alignment. I give it.
Then we watched Nathan for You.
Yeah,
Did you
we
watch
did.
any of that anymore?
It's very
Brian?
important.
I haven't
to
watched it
talk
anymore.
about
It was
this.
pretty funny though.
I give it. I don't even remember anything
give it a
about it.
doo-doo
I
out of
didn't
10.
like it. I didn't follow the plot. It's one of the few movies that when I was not at home, like usually I'm over at one of your guys' places watching a movie, I'm able to pay attention semi.
Yeah.
We were not paying attention at all.
It was
So,
poo-poo.
so a lot of the things
Yeah.
today I've given a meh or a meh. I give it a
I give it a out of 10.
wow. That stick was way down in your throat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a
All
great,
2 inches
amazing night. Hard, 2 inches hard. It's amazing.
from the ground.
Matt gives it 2 inches from the ground. Out of 10, huh?
It was bullshit.
It was really bad.
Interesting concept, but
Yeah, it was bad.
It could have been better.
Don't watch it.
No coherent
It's
story.
like all these movies. They all
no
could have been better.
coherent story.
Don't watch it unless you're
fucking
high.
terrible.
Maybe if you're high, it's better. If you're gonna watch
Maybe.
it, we condone you to do drugs. Condone means allow, right? I condone this. Yes.
You condemned this.
Brad stakes his reputation that you should do drugs.
I say you have a dowry and condemn yourself to.
Purgatory.
Anyway, the next movie is The Predator.
Hey, I watched this.
Oh,
one.
The Predator. Oh no, this one stars
That guy.
the guy from Subway.
The guy from Subway.
Yeah.
Jared?
Yeah, he's the Predator.
Yeah, he's the Predator.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't know this? Seriously?
No.
Yeah.
It has a happy ending. He
yeah,
gets locked
he
up.
touched all those kids.
Right. You're fucking with me.
Oh my god.
You actually thought we were serious?
Yeah.
The Predator. Oh my god.
Kind of
He's
like
a predator.
Kind
That's
of
the joke.
oh.
Yeah, he's a child. Yeah.
He actually touched kids. I think it was just.
I think he just
child pornography.
masturbated.
I think it was just
he
porn.
he just masturbated his foot long to pictures. So
The subs are actually 11 inches. Just saying.
I watched this movie in theaters. I think I'm the only one who watched it.
Yep.
It was better than I thought. It wasn't great, but I had very low expectations.
Was it better than Predators?
Oh, I didn't think it would be better than the Predators, man.
That one wasn't.
So is
great.
this was it a remake or was it kind
No,
of like
it was its
It's
own
its own
thing.
thing.
its own
It's
thing?
like a sequel to all the other Predators, kind of.
Okay.
I feel like it was one of the like it had its like comedic value.
They
right?
tie it to the first Predator. So I mean,
Do they?
They mention like the unit, whatever that ran into the Predator. And I think they mentioned that there was
The unit.
Yeah, the
Is
unit.
that Bill Goldberg's cock?
That's your one
Arnold's
per.
cock.
That's your one per.
Oh fuck.
So they mentioned the sequel, the New York, when they're in the thing in New York.
They mentioned the sequel.
Yes.
My god!
They off the cuff, like one or two lines. Somehow they tracked a predator in New York, but no one remembered or knew about it.
I thought people forgot about the sequel.
Yeah,
I love the sequel.
Anyway, the movie was pretty good. There was some cliches. I think Thomas Jane was in it too. By the way. Thomas Jane was one of the crazies in that movie. Really? He's like a war veteran that has PTSD or something like that. He's a crazy guy.
I just stopped looking up all these movies. I don't know.
So Thomas Jane's in it. I always get which one's Key and which one's Peele. It's not a racial thing. I just don't know their actual names.
Key and Peele?
Yeah, which one's Key? The tall one or the not as tall one?
Not as tall one.
Kenan Michael Key is the tall one.
Okay. The tall one, Key, he was in it as well. It's pretty good. It's better than all the other Predators. Again, that's not saying much. It was better than I thought. Olivia Munn, I think, was in it.
Olivia Munn is in it. And Thomas Jane, you were right, yeah.
Her acting was only terrible.
She get naked?
No.
Damn.
Go ahead and just look at the fappening if you want to see her naked. She's blowing her guy in a Snapchat leak. You can see her blowing some dude.
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Topless, I think, even. So, I think it was a guy. He was in the Super Bowl. He lost, but he got a blowjob.
All the details.
So, anyway.
I've memorized all the happening that ever happened, never.
She was also naked, I think, Magic Mike. I'm the Mr. Skin incarnate.
I was just going to say, are you Mr. Skin? Like, do you run that website?
I might be. What I'm saying is Olivia Munn's been naked. So, you're not in the Predator.
Interesting.
She does get naked, but it's one of those things where the camera cuts from her chest, see.
Anyway.
Well, that's what Matt cares about. And the movie's good. It's above average. The ending's kind of It's sequel bait. I would say it's better than I thought. I'd give it...
Sequel bait, really?
Kind of, yeah. I'd give it a... it's alright out of 10.
Honestly, I just want to watch on principle. I've seen all the Predator movies up until now.
Movies, go ahead and watch it. It's better than the other ones. I mean, it's not amazing.
I'll probably give this one
I
a
was
watch.
surprised how not shit it was. I'm not saying how good it was, but how not shit it was.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Cool.
That's better than most of these.
Next movie, what we got?
Next movie? Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay. This is a good... Boys, this is a good one. It's Mandy.
Oh, yeah.
Mandy.
We all saw this one.
Oh, Mandy.
If you haven't seen this one, you need to see
this
one.
You have not seen anything like Mandy. Go watch it right now.
Mandy is like one of the 3 movies I thoroughly enjoyed in 2018.
It restored my faith in the whole horror genre.
Oh, absolutely.
Mandy was very good.
Decent!
I wanna talk about that one scene where they drug Mandy and the guy walks in, shows her penis, and she just starts laughing.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought
straight.
that was great. I was like, that's amazing.
If there's a scene with dong in it, Matt is
all
loving
over
it.
That's a second.
It's like, this is great.
He gets one more. So
yeah, I was saving it for that one.
That's Matt's second penis mention. Well, technically, if you don't count him talking about his penis,
it was weird how he did it though. He just he was getting real weird with it, and then he just opens his robe, and he's completely naked, and then she just laughs.
Yeah.
I
also
did the same thing while watching. I'm like, what's he doing?
Well, she not only laughs at that, she calls him a terrible artist because this guy's a cult leader. So we should probably
and he said the song by what was
he
the
wrote
band?
The song. He was in the band. I can't remember what they called it. But he plays her this song.
The Carpenters?
No.
He plays her this song.
Mamas and Papas?
Something like that.
That was the Carpenters.
No way it was the Carpenters. He plays her a song that he wrote or whatever, and it's kind of an average meh song, but he plays off like it's the best song ever and all this. And, it's because he's an ego. And she has the best reaction to deflate his ego so quick.
Yeah, because he thinks that she would want him if he whipped out his dong.
He's trying to seduce this woman who's married to Nicolas Cage.
Oh, right yes. We forgot to mention Nicolas Cage is in this. At his best.
At his best. Nicolas Cage is allowed to be Nicolas Cage.
How did we forget to mention Nicolas Cage?
So Mandy's kidnapped by a cult leader. She's trying to be seduced. Nicolas Cage has also been kidnapped. He's in another room tied up.
Yep.
And he tries to seduce her, and she has the best reaction.
Yep.
She just laughs.
Oh, yes. And he does not like that.
Because he's a cult leader. He's used to everyone just throwing themselves at him. He's supposed to be charismatic. He's Jim Jones type guy. Brad and Matt look at me like, who the fuck's Jim Jones?
Yeah.
I mean, Jonestown? Never mind.
Cult leader.
Yeah, cult leader. Anyway.
He was the one that made everyone drink the punch, right?
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid. That's where it comes from.
Oh.
Jonestown. Everyone killed themselves because he told them to. So that's the kind of the gist. So what he does is kind of spoiler, but not really. But again, we're gonna spoil this.
They're gonna spoil the shit out of it, but you should watch it anyway.
He gets pissed off at her, and he burns her to ash.
Yeah, they put her like in a sleeping bag or something, and then they burn her
alive.
Yeah,
alive.
That's the key.
Yeah.
They didn't just kill her and be like,
and
we're
they
just
make
on fire.
Nick Cage,
they made him watch it.
The husband watch it as he happened, helpless. They tie him up. And
they tied him up with like fucking
was it barbed
wire.
Yeah,
yeah. Like he can do shit.
Yeah, and he just watches, and his emotion, was
it was sad.
Yeah,
it was sad. Nick Cage.
He was he did a good job portraying emotion, all this, and then they just leave him. They're like, yeah, fuck it.
And then he does a bunch of drugs. And I mean, it was just.
Well, I want to mention the demon people.
Yeah, the bikers.
That confused the shit out of me.
That's who kidnaps Mandy and Nick Cage. They summon these demon bikers.
That comes out of nowhere.
I thought it was great. I mean, you don't understand it. It's amazing.
Yeah, remember he gives him like the horn of. Use the demonic horn of summoning or something like that.
And I love the theatrics of it where they have like the lights shining on it, like, and it's just like, what is going on?
Cinematography, to sound pretentious for a second, and soundtrack are amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh, the soundtrack was by some
and the soundtrack are amazing.
Yeah, the soundtrack was good.
It can kind of border on pretentious and sometimes. But it's just...
I wouldn't even call it pretentious. It's just...
It's not... what I'm saying, it borders. It's not... But it skirts the line, but it doesn't go over the line.
It's artistic,
yes,
but
artistic is the right
not in a douchey way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess pretentious is a strong word. It's artistic. But it doesn't go over the line where it's too artistic or pretentious. It's a good balance. Because it really adds to the movie. It's not there for no reason. It's there to add to the movie.
It's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
I think that's why.
Well, plus the movie's
cheesy,
heavily about drug use.
Yeah.
So
I think
well, there's drugs in it.
It's supposed to be a psychedelic like movie.
Yeah. The visuals in the movie are amazing.
Oh, the whole scene where the guy's talking to Mandy.
Yeah.
And it's like that long monologue, and it just shows his face, and it just transfers to Mandy's face.
Yeah.
And then it's like her face over his face, and it goes back.
Because they give
I was saying, I'm pretty sure I was sober watching this, so I'm like, what the fuck?
I love how you say I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I liked, because they drug Mandy with like these homemade LSD or something.
Yeah, which we'll talk about. They have a chemist that makes LSD, and then for whatever reason they sting her with like some bee
big bee
or wasp or something that's poison.
It was like a giant fucking
gross.
wasp.
It was awesome.
They're like, what do you call it? It was like the cherry on the sundae or something like that.
And so they drugged the fuck out of her, hoping that this would help make her easy to be seduced because this guy has a crush on her. Saw her on the road.
It's a super LSD.
And even after all that, she still laughs at him, which is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tripping balls.
Balls. Great movie. You see Dong. Nick Cage goes.
Nick Cage goes Nick Cage.
Nick Cage goes Nick Cage. It's a revenge movie.
Oh, it's amazing.
Because he goes after the people that killed Mandy.
About an hour into it, Nick Cage goes full Nick Cage.
Oh my god. There's a scene where he gets so much cocaine and just snorts it off a broken glass.
Yeah, because one of the demon people is doing drugs in his apartment.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. It's like it's some demon and he's just like chilling in like an average looking...
The demon bikers are
like...
watching
porn and just like doing cocaine like crazy.
The demon
like
bikers
Scarface
are regular bikers, but they had a bad batch of LSD, which makes them like crazy and addicted to this bad batch of LSD. So just so you know. So they have a lot of drugs, they're always on drugs and all this. And so Nick Cage is going to first take out the demon bikers who kidnapped them.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the demon makes Scarface look like a Bible thumper.
Yeah. Yep. A big pile of cocaine.
We forgot to mention he makes his own axe.
He forges his own axe.
Was fucking incredible.
And then he loses it.
But he gets it
back.
Then
he gets it back.
He has a chainsaw fight. Don't forget that.
Yes!
The chainsaw fight was great.
Okay,
oh my God.
There's so much of this movie you gotta watch. And he just goes off the rails. Like he looks and acts just like Nick Cage. You would think you'd act. He goes off the rails. He does drugs. Like he does like some of the LSD and his face melts right away.
No, I love that. He does... Okay, so they show one of the demons drinking an entire jar of LSD. This crazy, fucking potent, fucked up LSD. Like, not even good LSD. It's just, like, super weird LSD.
Yeah.
He drinks an entire jar. Nick Cage takes one little dip in his finger and then touches it to his tongue and it melts his face right away.
He starts tripping balls.
God, I love that scene.
And it's just great. The soundtrack, the visual, the cinematography is great.
There's animation that comes in.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
heavy. It's kind of heavy metal-esque.
It's like
Doom.
What I'm saying?
Yes.
Doom.
The animated heavy metal.
Yeah, heavy metal, yeah.
And I think they have a lot of influences from that. he goes. He has his sweet car. He goes on a ride. He takes his car. He goes and he hunts down each of the cult members.
Oh yeah.
One by a time. He has a chainsaw fight with one. They both have chainsaws. They're fighting each other with them. And then he goes and I don't even want to ruin how he gets revenge on the cult leader itself. But let's just say
he's a puss.
Brad? What's your
cult
favorite
leader?
What's your favorite line from the cult leader?
A little bit.
What does he say?
Oh shit, I can't remember.
I'll suck your cock, man.
Yeah, the cult leader loses his mind because he knows he's about to die, and he's just like, "I'll suck your dick."
Oh no, he's
man.
such a flip-flopper.
Yeah.
Flopper. Flip-flopper at the end. He's like, "I'll suck your dick. No, I'm the greatest. No,
Yeah.
but I'll suck your dick." But
And then Nick Cage. I didn't want to talk about what Nick Cage does, but it's brutal.
Oh, it's great.
His death, how he kills the cult leader.
Fucking
My
watch
favorite,
it. Watch it.
my favorite Nick Cage line is in it.
Which
Your
one?
favorite Nick Cage line?
Yeah.
Which one? I don't know.
You ripped my shirt.
Oh yeah, he really loved that shirt.
He loved that shirt, and then they rip his shirt, and he's like, "You ripped my shirt."
Dude, it's a great.
He was
movie.
about to be killed. He's like, "You ripped my shirt."
It's a great movie.
Give Mandy a watch.
Okay, for those of you who know, it's a slow start, not super slow, but it's like the first 15, 20 minutes or so can be a little slow. It picks up.
I want to compare that. That line right there kind of reminds me of LL Cool J in Deep Blue Sea.
You ate my bird?
You ate my bird. And he throws the lighter in the gas-filled room.
Man has no idea what we're talking about because he's a loser.
You suck, Matt.
Okay. Mandy, out of 10 all.
I give it a 10 out of 10. I give it 11 out of 10.
Matt really loved Mandy.
I
Take a
love
wild
Mandy.
guess what Matt's going to say about Mandy when it comes to awards.
I'm going to give it a 10. I really
It
fucking
was
liked
so
it.
good. Restored my faith.
I'm going to give it like a
Nothing like I've ever seen.
9.5. It's great, but because of the beginning...
Yeah, the dialogue. There's a lot of
dialogue in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's, I guess it's trying to build up the relationship between Nicolas Cage and Mandy.
Yeah, you wanna
know,
show
you
how,
got
like-
why he went on this revenge. I get it.
The relationship,
was-
even then it was a little...
It was too... That was when it kind of skirted the line of pretentiousness, when they're talking about, like, the stars
Yes,
and all that.
it got very artsy, but they did go back to it, like at the
very
end of
end.
it.
Like her paintings or whatever.
Yeah.
She's a painter. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a great movie.
Yes.
Watch it.
Honestly, I want to watch more from this
I
guy.
love Nick Cage. I don't care what people say.
He's
Nick
only
Cage is
done
awesome.
one other thing.
Yeah, he is.
Panos Cosmatos.
I
That's
looked it
his
up.
name. Actual name, Panos Cosmatos.
All right, what's the next movie on the list?
I'm looking up Panos Cosmatos.
No, you're not.
Yeah, see.
He's only done like 2 other movies.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Hellfest. We've all seen this one.
Hey, we did.
Boo.
Really, boo. I mean, I would say kind of boo.
Okay.
Well, the thing
Great,
is,
great concept.
Yeah.
Poor execution.
the only thing is, it was only like maybe 2 creative kills. All the other ones were the same. Just
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
one creative kill.
What
Well, the
crazy-
head.
Only one.
The head.
Which
and
one? The one where he hits the
Yeah,
head
the
on
one where
the...
he hits him in the hammer. All the
Yeah.
rest was stab, stab. I'm bored. Stab.
Well, the
This
one
is
lesbian
bullshit.
chick gets her head cut off with the.
No, she almost
No,
does.
she gets away.
She gets away, remember?
Oh, that's
It doesn't
right.
cut
And then she
through.
gets stabbed.
does
Oh,
get
that's
stabbed.
right. So maybe it is just one creative kill.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Great concept, poor execution, and they still set it up for a sequel.
Yeah, and you don't even get to see who the guy in the end was.
Yeah.
Does it make it a second one?
They set it up that way.
Oh yes, the ending.
Yeah, the guy gets away.
I try to forget
He's a
it.
family man. That's the twist. I saved you an hour and a half.
He's got several masks.
He has several masks. He's a family man. The serial killer's done it before, and he has a daughter.
But guess what? You don't know who he is.
Yeah, you never
they
see his
never
face.
show him.
Doesn't matter. You don't know why. You don't know what his why he does what he does. Apparently, he's just a random psychopath. Great, awesome, lazy.
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of stuff. I want them to at least tell me, give me some motivation. I don't like the randomness. Like even I said, even Michael Myers, who is supposedly random, you at least have motivation for him.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the next?
Yeah, I was disappointed.
I didn't want to
expected
give it
more.
a score. I mean, it's worth
Again.
watching if you have absolutely nothing
I
else
mean,
to watch.
I'd give it. I did like the haunted amusement park.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of cool. So
I
I'll-
like
Again,
that.
great concept.
Yeah,
poor
great
execution.
concept.
They're in like a haunted
I'll
amusement
give it
park.
like a 2 out of 10.
Give it a 2 out of I like the concept, so I'll award it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, you like talked it up, and you're like, two.
Trash.
And then I remembered the ending as soon as I rated it.
All right.
Apostle.
Oh yeah,
It's
Puzzle was
another one of
I
those
did not
Netflix
watch it.
movies.
I think it's
that,
the only
Puzzle
Matt
was
watched.
pretty. It's pretty good.
hold on.
Wait a second. Yeah, hold on. You
Told us you watched it, and you're like, this was shit.
told us not to watch it.
Well, the more I thought about it,
Okay. I did not watch it because you said it was horrible.
I did not watch it on your word, man. I really wanted to watch it. I had blue balls for a horror movie one night. I couldn't watch it.
I don't think I...
What? You don't think you watched it now? What's going on?
No, I watched it.
That's like, oh wait, that was movie.
I'm trying to remember more about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was alright?
Oh my god.
Is that what you're giving it out of 10?
You don't know anything else about it?
It was like a...
I'm going to watch it tomorrow just to spite.
No, this guy goes to this island with... They're basically a cult. And he tries to rescue his sister.
Good on him.
Yeah. It's the guy from Legion.
Wait, the movie Legion?
The superhero movie?
No, the
show?
TV show.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he's in it.
The psychic,
And
Professor X's kid.
Dan Stevens, is that him?
Stevens Dan's, yes.
Dan Stevens.
Yeah, he goes to try to get his sister. And then turns out like this island is... this woman is like nature, you know?
Good for her.
Yeah, she's
Mother Nature, essentially?
Yeah, she's Mother Nature, essentially, so they very much worship her and all that.
Do you want me to just read what it's about?
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt's struggling to remember the movie.
Yeah, I kind of...
In 1905, a drifter in a dangerous mission to rescue his kidnapped sister tangles with a sinister religious cult on an isolated island. That sounds interesting.
It does, but Matt said, whatever you do, don't watch it. And now he forgets because he has Alzheimer's.
You don't remember any of it.
He's telling us to watch it.
I think I watched it when it first came out.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it came out, and I was really excited to watch it because Netflix was like, "This is a great movie."
I'm going to say
Netflix still wants me to watch this movie so
Oh,
bad.
wait, I do remember. There is a lot of suspense in this. Like,
You can't see my face right now, but I'm so upset because Matt told us not to watch it. He's like, okay, and then Matt's gonna be like, it's a 2 out of 10.
it's a meh.
I don't know what to think.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think.
I don't remember much from it.
That really reminds me of footwear because he's definitely a flip flopper.
So Matt is unsure, so we can't tell you to watch it or not.
No, I
All right,
remember.
Should we just move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, the next movie came out October 19th of 2018. This was a fantastic fucking movie. Halloween.
Yes.
We already talked a shit ton about it in our Halloween special.
Did we talk about this movie?
Just a little.
A little bit?
Just a little. In fact, I even had to follow it up because it's a two-parter, and I had to follow up with why, in part 2, why I gave it a... I think I gave it a... Was it a 9 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10? I had to justify it because there's a reason it's a great movie, but I didn't give it a 10 out of 10.
It was fantastic.
It was a great movie.
It was wonderful.
Amazing movie. We've already talked to death. Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yes,
watch it. Especially
watch
if you've seen the original Halloween. I'm not even gonna give my score again. I don't remember what I gave it. I want to say it's like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10 is what I gave it. I know you guys gave it like 9.5 or something like that.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a good movie. It
was wonderful.
Great movie.
One of my favorite films of 2018.
I was the only one walking out of the theater not going, oh my god, like screaming like girls, like they were totally fangirling over the movie. I was like, it was pretty good.
Like that Jonah Hill gif, just going,
yeah.
There was one guy in the theater that was passed out though.
Yeah.
Oh, he was snoring.
He was snoring during the movie.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
No one could wake him up for the life of them. Like everyone was trying.
Everyone's trying, and he's just like sitting there. So I got kind of concerned.
We were staying afterwards just to see if he'd wake up.
I want to see the paramedics show up.
Rip Van Winkle. The story of Rip Van Winkle.
All right, so we've already talked about.
So
that
one person didn't like it.
Halloween, you can be sure it's going to be on one of our award lists.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah,
yes.
Overlord's next.
Yeah, I saw this movie.
I was really excited about this movie. I was so excited.
Don't be.
It got pretty good reviews.
Oh wow!
Yeah, don't lie.
Hold on.
No,
Zach.
No.
It got a 7.1 on IMDb.
No.
It got an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No. Don't let them fool you. It's because there's a lot of drama in it. People like drama. They think it's deep if there's drama. It is a zombie movie with like 10 minutes of zombies. Let's let that sit. There's more than 10 minutes of zombies, but it's like they're like discovering zombies, and so like they're going, oh my god, he's like dead, and like I don't know, it's bad. It takes place in a stupid house in Paris or in France. You don't go to the evil lab until like the last 10 minutes of the movie. Really, last 15 minutes of the movie.
Seriously.
And here's the thing. I don't mean to be... This is the truth. I'm a history guy. The most unbelievable thing was not the Nazi zombies. It was the fact that they had a black sergeant in command of a white unit in World War II.
Wow.
White unit.
The military was segregated back then.
Is that 3 for Matt?
I'm like at negative now.
Yeah, it's 3. The military was segregated in World War II. So I was like, wait, why is this guy a sergeant? Or he wasn't even a sergeant. He was like a colonel or something like that. Can't happen.
No, honestly, Nazi zombies, believable.
Yeah.
Right, for what they were doing?
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe that shit.
Yeah.
That could have happened.
Yeah. But, a black man in charge of a white person in 1942? No.
No way.
This was almost a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. And it felt every minute of it. It was so boring.
Really?
Don't listen to the hype. I don't know what people are hyping it up about. There's no action. There's no suspense. There's nothing.
Would you say this was kind of like Hellfest, like what I was saying?
Yes.
Great concept, poor execution.
Yes, except for it was shit.
Oh my god,
shit.
See, that's what I was so excited about, because with all the Nazi experimentation that was happening back then,
you see a little bit of it, but they don't really focus much on it. It's not
could have been
it's
better.
believable. They could have. They may have made zombies.
The focus of it is about this French town that's being controlled by these Germans, and this French girl who is trying to help these Americans complete their mission.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Is she getting naked?
Not that I can remember. She gets raped by this Nazi German
There you
guy.
go, Brad.
So Brad might want to watch
got
it.
rape
Oh
in
my
it.
god.
It's bad. It's boring. Again, in the comments below, if you disagree, tell me why you think it was good, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. That should be my own segment. Why you're wrong.
That should be a segment.
I don't know.
So is it worth a watch, do you think?
Maybe if everyone else is saying, guys, watch
We
it.
should
Maybe
have
I'm
like
wrong.
a live AMA thing with you.
Yeah.
They're called "Why You're Wrong."
Maybe I'm wrong
We should
about
do
this
that.
movie. Maybe, I don't know, but I really didn't like it. If everyone else liked it, occasionally it's just maybe it's not my cup of tea. Maybe you guys should watch it. I thought it's an award. I'll get to it when we read off our awards.
All right,
I'll rapid fire.
This next one I want to talk a little bit about. It's called Bird Box.
Oh, okay. Why you're wrong?
Kind of a big fucking deal.
Why you're
Yeah,
wrong?
everyone's like
Kind
into
of
it.
a big. Fucking
Everyone's
deal.
into it, Matt. You say.
Okay, so this is one of those things. Like we've mentioned several, a few. I don't know how many. I lost count after 2. Netflix keeps putting out these movies and keeps saying this is the scariest movie of the year. They're gonna dislocate their shoulder, patting themselves on the back. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Not at all scary.
Yeah, no, they said this is the scariest movie of the year. Now, this came out toward the end of the year.
Is that why you made me watch it?
Yeah, I want to get your opinion about it. And Matt, you liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Fuck you.
I
said yesterday it was pretty damn good, but
my opinion is I didn't dislike it.
Fuck you less.
That's
but
as
still
far
fuck
as
you.
that goes. That's as far as that goes.
The acting was shit. The plot was shit. The whole movie was shit. There was no payoff to the movie. The ending made no sense. Not because it was too deep, but because it made no fucking sense. Just because you're fucking blind doesn't mean everyone else is safe from them. Just because you have trees growing for roof doesn't mean the monsters can't get in. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Sandra Bullock was like, give me a paycheck and I'll act, I swear. And then she doesn't even complete her obligations because she doesn't act.
I think Sandra Bullock got some plastic surgery done.
Oh, she most certainly did.
Yeah, she looks.
And then here's the worst part of this movie. Then they came out with the Bird Box Challenge. Hear about this? Because teenagers are stupid these days. People are trying to do what they did in the Bird Box: drive blind by using GPS.
Well, at least they're not eating Tide Pods.
Yeah, I wish they did. If you like this movie, eat a Tide Pod. Eat a Tide Pod if you like this movie.
I will.
Bird Box. Bird Box is bad.
It was entertaining.
How so?
Did
you not see The Quiet Place?
I
get this was based on a novel. What took place before The Quiet? I mean, it was written before The Quiet Place.
Oh,
I get
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I did a lot of research on this. I don't just watch a movie and say it's good. I actually know why it's bad. It's bad. It is so bad. The Bird Box sucks chunks. Nothing about it is good. Why is it good? Why is it good? Tell me. Man, tell me why you thought this was a masterpiece. Your words.
I didn't say it was a masterpiece.
Let me see. I got text proof.
It was damn good. That's what I said.
You did say it was damn good.
Okay. So
I didn't say it was a masterpiece.
What did you like about it?
I mean, it was just entertaining. I thought,
So
this thing come out with
I just said damn good. Here's what Matt said last night when I was sleeping because I have to
you
wake
guys
up
are
early.
pussies.
I have to wake up at 6 a.m. every
it was
morning.
12.
School waits for no one. Watched Bird Box. Damn good. And then he waits. He realizes no one's answering him. Everyone asleep? Really, dudes? And when I had a break during the school day, I said this. I woke up early, hoping for a 2-hour delay, to find none. Rolled out of bed, groggily cried at my shitty life, and then saw this, what Matt typed. Matt, what you typed was the biggest disappointment of my day.
You're welcome. I
had to wake up 2 hours earlier than I thought I had to. And that was the biggest disappointment of my day, seeing that Matt liked that movie.
That's, yeah. I just thought it was entertaining.
No, it wasn't. It was entertaining about how shitty it was.
I'll give you 3 movies that were better than that one that had to do with similar things.
Okay.
So they couldn't see. Hush.
Agreed.
Was good.
Hush was a great movie.
Yeah.
Agreed. What
Hush
wrestler
was
was
way
Hush?
better than Bird Box.
Huh? What wasn't there? Who was the wrestler? Wasn't there a wrestler in Hush?
No, that was about the deaf girl.
Oh, yeah. Great
the
movie.
deaf girl. And the
great
guy
movie.
was trying to get into her house.
Good movie. Much better than Bird Box.
Don't Breathe.
Much better than Bird Box.
Don't Breathe was about the blind guy that are trying to break into his house.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Right? And then A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. Those were way
no,
better
Matt,
than Bird Box.
you love the Bird Box. You
Bird
say it's a voice of a generation. You say where Quiet Place cannot be a voice of a generation due to unable to be speak. Bird Box takes its place and speaks loud in volumes.
I'm not going to hate on that. Like, no, there were parts of the movie that were tense.
What parts?
Okay. What parts?
Yeah. What parts were good?
Like in the car.
The driving
I thought that was pretty
that
good.
makes no sense.
Watch a
YouTube these idiots doing the Bird Box challenge and see how they're doing. See how realistic.
I refuse to watch any of that shit. I don't care about any of the challenges.
They probably killed about 6 kids doing this. Probably, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
I swear to God, the older I get, the more I relate to Red Foreman.
Dumbass.
Everyone's a fucking dumbass now. No, the part when they're in the canoe and the one guy comes after them.
Yeah,
that was all right.
Before you really know what's going on, this guy is his eyes are open. He's like, "You need to see," and he's like, and she's just shooting wildly at this guy because she apparently can't hear where he's coming from.
Well, anyway. They are surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Rushing water.
So. But anyway,
the one guy that broke into the house.
There were tense parts of the movie, which I.
Yeah. Well, he didn't break in. They let him in.
Oh,
yeah.
the guy that let him.
That wasn't tense at all.
I was laughing. Opens up all the windows.
They were giving birth, and the guy is like going crazy. What I liked about it, okay, you say you don't like the fact that they don't show what's happening.
Yeah.
Except the guy that drew what he saw. They showed that. Which I thought those drawings were really fucking cool.
I didn't like that they explained where the fuck these monsters came from. Why are these monsters existing all of a sudden?
They're demons.
Where they come from?
Well, supposedly the apocalypse?
Are you... No and no. You guys are just assuming. And that's the lazy... Well, the one guy that's the lazy writers... That's the lazy writers want you to do.
Well, the one guy was a writer in the movie.
They want you to make assumptions because they don't want to think. They don't want to make a stand. They want you to do the work for them. That's what they want. Yes, you have that one guy. That one guy talking about.
Hates this movie.
It is bad. Why can't people see how boring it is?
No. Okay, I back up Matt, but I do agree with you. It was overhyped. That's one. Of the things
way overhyped.
Maybe, that was one of the things I wanted to get to.
I'll say maybe if I wasn't so, maybe if people weren't saying you got to watch this movie, I might have been more kind to it.
Far overhyped.
Brad told me to watch it.
Yeah, because I might have been more kind. Opinion on it.
Bird Box sucks.
We all have different opinions on it, and that's what I love about
Bird Box sucks. I give it a Matt and Brad have no idea what they're talking about. 10. And Matt gives it a 10 out of 10. It's a voice of a generation. And Brad gives it a 7 out of 10. He has no fucking idea what he's doing. That's the ratings.
He told us to watch Baskin.
I'll tell you why I'm wrong. I'll tell you why you're wrong.
All right.
That's the new segment. If you disagree with me, in the comments below, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
If you made it this far,
personally mention Zach if you want to have a debate with him.
Why you're wrong?
He is a master debater.
I master debate all the time.
So,
me too.
The next movie, this is the last one. It's The House That Jack Built.
Heyo.
I think Zach was the only one that saw this one.
Random screaming by Jess.
Wow.
All right.
Someone that didn't see the movie wooed.
Yeah.
I think it was Ric Flair.
The House That Jack Built. Boy. Good movie or bad movie? That's something I'm still wrestling with.
Wait, was Nick Cage in this one?
Why? Nick Cage is awesome.
No, that's part of his thing, though. It's like, is this a good movie or a bad movie?
No, all Nicolas Cage movies are good. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I have not seen this film yet, but I was excited that Lars von Trier, which
I don't like Lars von Trier.
I've only seen Antichrist. He is. I agree with you. You've said he's pretentious. I agree with you. It's very artsy.
What is it? Is it on any
What?
Streaming?
The house that Jack built?
Yeah.
You can.
No.
It's on Amazon for rent.
For rent.
Oh, okay.
I did not rent it.
But,
I would not pay money for it.
Oh.
Well, maybe I would if you like.
Zach has his ways.
I have my ways. All right. So House Jack built, great idea. It follows the life of a serial killer. Like from his first kill, and as it shows him grow as a character. This is why I like about it. Like his very first kill, it shows him 5 randomly chosen victims out of his like 70 kills or whatever he's done throughout 12 years. Shows 5 memorable victims. He's talking to some unseen force or whatever. He's talking to some unseen guy in this dark hallway, and he's talking about he's going through his life and his growth as a serial killer. His first kill is very sloppy, and you can tell he's not good at it. He just gets lucky in all this. And then the second one, same thing. He fails to kill the person. And by the third one, though, he's good at it. He's got it down to a science. He's really good. He's able to plan these things.
You know what this kind of sounds like to me?
Huh.
Like it's not a serial killer, but Breaking Bad.
Kind of. Like the growth of how they're getting better at
Exactly,
stuff.
yeah. With Walter White.
Except for, I mean, he breaks bad immediately, and the guy kills someone. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but his first kill was sloppy as shit.
Yeah, and then he's
like, oh, I have to do this.
And then they give people a Walter White funeral, which is where they put him in the acid tub. They have it down to science.
Yeah, it was great.
Blue barrels. Blue plastic barrels.
I was just talking about this show today, and it's like one of the best shows that ever was.
The House of Jack built is good. He goes through his life, and there's a lot of pretentiousness in between each of the victims he talks
Super
about.
artsy.
Yeah, like he's talking. They do a lot of philosophical debate. Like,
okay.
It's like, I'm pretentious. I'm like, okay, I can get around that. I'm like, okay, a lot of philosophical debate. They're trying to be more deep than they are. Get it? The movie's still good. The acting's good. It's all good. I don't want to spoil too much, except for the end sucks dick. He could not hold his pretentiousness in.
Really?
Lars is like, I must unleash a full wave of pretentiousness.
Regardless, I'm going to watch this movie.
I saw the ending coming, or the twist coming from a mile away, and you will too. If you think about long and hard.
He was dead the whole time!
You always know the twist, though.
Everyone does this one. This one's easy.
Okay.
And if you, especially you probably might.
He did Melancholia. I never saw that one.
He also did the sex movie. What was it called? Nymphomaniac. Nymphomaniac, he also did.
Oh, shit. Was that the one with... Oh, god damn it.
I don't know any of the act. I can't remember.
I think
I've only seen parts of it.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf.
Anyway.
Shia LaBeouf?
It's good for what it is. If you can get past the last 10 minutes...
I said the queef word.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're not all talking about pussy farts?
Oh, pussy farts.
Oh, my God. Say queef instead. The last 10 minutes is what ruined it for me. I saw it come from a mile away. It was way too pretentious. He went way out of... It proved no point. It became super it's bad.
I think I might watch it.
Watch it. It's good.
I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it's not bad. If you can get past if you don't mind pretentious movies or artsy movies, you'll like this. It's a good movie.
Lars von Trier, 62 years old.
Yeah, he writes like a 12-year-old. He writes like it's a Twilight fiction, like it's Twilight, like a fanfic type thing.
Yeah.
I can't stand, but he has good ideas, and it doesn't ruin the movie. It spoils it a little bit for me, the ending, but still overall a solid-ish movie.
So you're saying worth a watch, but be prepared
better,
to be disappointed.
It's better written than Antichrist. Where Antichrist is full on just random like shock, horror, and craziness and artsy. This one actually has a plot.
I liked Antichrist though.
This one actually
because of the shock.
It has a coherent plot. It has character growth. It has all this.
Okay.
So I liked it for what it was. I really liked Matt Dillon in this.
You say it's better than Antichrist though?
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
I didn't like Antichrist at all. I'm not saying it's more shocking. There's some really shocking stuff in it.
Okay.
But
the plot in Antichrist was like, yeah.
There's some shocking moments.
It is long.
Let me put it this way: I'll tell you one of his victims. Because there's 5. I won't tell you how he does it, but he kills a mother and her 2 children.
Ooh,
and
that's one of 5.
And he compared one of 5 events. That he kills more than 5 people in the movie. And he describes killing the mother and their children like what you do when killing a deer. You never want to kill the mother deer first. He explains
does he
why.
make her watch?
He explains why. He explains it in a psychopathic way. He does it because
Zach just nodded, by the way.
I nodded. He explains in a psychopathic way why. Like he uses a hunting metaphor. Why you don't kill the mother deer first.
Interesting.
Shit.
I definitely want to watch this.
Yeah, he uses a sniper rifle to take them out while they're running for their lives. So he's hunting them. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a good movie. But like I said, it's pretentious near the end. Just know that it's super pretentious. The last 10 minutes.
I feel like the more you're talking about, the more you like it.
It's a good movie. I never said I didn't like it. I loved it. Remember I texted you guys. I'm like, man, this has a lot of potential. It's really good. I just hope remember I said I hope the ending isn't what I think it is, and it was, and that's why I didn't like it. The very end.
Oh yeah.
The very end. I didn't like the very end. That's it. The rest of the movie was amazing.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
So better than Antichrist.
Yes.
I got that to look forward to.
Yeah. I'm excited
about
I'll
that.
give it a real score. I'd give it a 7.5.
I'm going to try to watch it.
Would have been a 9 if it wasn't for the ending. Would have been a 9 if it wasn't for the ending.
Okay.
Is that the last movie?
That's the last of them.
So let's go into
Jesus Christ.
Someone's drunk.
Fuck.
Let's go into the awards.
You want to do the... Oh, okay, yeah, let's do the awards.
So what we thought was the best movie, worst movie of 2018.
Yeah.
I've got 3.
If you made it this far, thank you.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of the best.
I'll fly
I think we all
these.
agree on the 3 best.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and say your 3
Bird
best.
Box.
God, I will murder every one of you.
Matt has spoken for everyone.
Voice of a generation.
Oh.
Tide Pods.
Eat a Tide
Tide
Pod.
Pods.
Eat a Tide Pod.
Was that 2018?
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Shit just blends
God damn.
together.
We're doing
Dumb
a-
shit.
Again,
3?
Red Foreman. Anyway.
One.
What? I had 3.
Okay, what's your best movie of 2018?
I've got 3 best movies.
Okay, what are
Terrifier.
they? Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween.
Duh.
Mandy.
Okay. Yeah,
I think we all agree on those.
pretty much.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
Mandy's my number 1.
Maybe
the
Matt's number
3
one.
best.
Okay.
I'm saying top 3.
Okay. Let me read through.
I can't even do the worst. I'm going to let Zach take this one away.
Well, first off, I'm going to read through some fake awards I made real quick. Before I get to that, I'm just going to read them. The Holy Shit, There Are Still Good New Horror Franchises Being Made award. Thank you, God award goes to Terrifier. Most Pointless and Regrettable Choice award goes to Bird Box, tied with The First Purge. Most Visually Impressive Movie with an Incredible Slow Start, Mandy. Movie that gave me faith that good horror movies are still being made, Halloween. Movie that was slightly above average, even though everyone praised it as The Second Coming, A Quiet Place. Slowest, most boring movie...
Sounded like a penis.
we didn't even talk about Hereditary. Slowest, most boring movie with no
shit,
payoff on the
Hereditary.
Yeah.
How did we miss that
It's
one?
shit.
Yes, it was so bad.
Slowest, most boring movie with no payoff award, Hereditary. Biggest letdown and most misleading premise award, Overlord. Movie with interesting premise, but still somehow turned out shitty, Truth or Dare. Better than I thought it would be, but still bad, Predator. Did anyone even watch it? No. Good, it was bad award, Cloverfield Paradox. Holy
I'm still
shit.
going to watch it.
Yeah. Holy shit, this is a reboot or remake. Either way, maybe the worst movie I've ever seen, ever, Day of the Dead. Bloodlines. Most mediocre movie of the year, Hellfest. Had to go back and add this terrible schlock to my award list because it was so bad and actually killed a piece of my soul award, The Meg.
Was it The Meg?
Yes. I had made this list before watching The Meg.
I knew it was coming.
Movie that was good until the director couldn't hold back his self-indulgent, pretentious, quote, artistic, end quote, vision, The House That Jack Built. Those are my awards. And then best movie of the year, Halloween. No, Terrifier. Yeah, Terrifier. That's what I wrote. Terrifier. Technically Halloween, because Terrifier is kind of cheating. But runner-up, if you can wait like half an hour, Mandy. Mandy's my runner-up.
All right.
Worst movies of the year. All these movies are equally shit. Day of the Dead, Bird Box, Overlord, and Hereditary. Oh, also The Meg. Oh, no, wait. I have another award now. That's the worst movies. Truly the worst movie of the year. The Meg. And the runner-up for truly the worst movie of the year, First Purge.
All right.
And a movie with lots of shitty movies. And you hear a lot of shitty movies. So I guess technically the worst movie of the year for me is either Day of the Dead, Bird Box, or The Meg. For me.
Mine's
Okay.
Hereditary. That was
Hereditary
bad.
was...
I can't believe I paid money
I
to
still
see that in
haven't seen
theaters.
that one.
Oh, Hereditary was one of the worst movies.
I
but-
still hear different things about Hereditary.
People liked it, yeah.
Mostly bad, but I've heard other people
I'm not
say
as
they're
mean
like,
as Zach is when it comes to people liking other stuff.
No,
though.
you shouldn't like it. You have terrible... People should know they are terrible. We tell people you're being racist. Why can't we tell people you're being shitty
Well, that's
taste?
true, yeah. That's
You're
true.
having shitty taste in movies.
You didn't even think Slice was the worst one of those? That was the
Okay,
on your list.
that was something I forgot
Oh,
even
Slice,
existed.
yeah.
I was going to say,
I
like,
forgot even existed.
that was just...
It was bad. It would have been, fuck you, Matt and Brad, for making me drive 20 minutes out to watch this movie award.
Okay. So the next thing I got, a few movies that were not listed in here that I don't think either of us saw. The movie Taw, I thought looked interesting. That was another Netflix original, which... Taw. T-A-U.
Oh.
Taw. It's a sci-fi horror. It looked interesting.
The Greek letter Taw.
Yeah. It looked interesting to me. But then again, it's a Netflix original, and I think we've learned in the past that...
Yeah.
Bird Box is on Netflix.
Shut up, it sucks.
The movie Upgrade. Upgrade looked interesting.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I was going to watch it for this episode, but I forgot. I haven't had time. I'm going to watch it.
Ganjiam, The Haunted Asylum. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Korean film. I think I just saw a list recently. It's like one of the best Korean... I think one of the best Korean horror films of the last... ever?
Name a Korean horror film that's not The Audition.
Okay. The Audition.
Train to Busan.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's some tall order if they're saying Train to Busan is not... It's better Train... Okay.
Busan. Busan? Yeah.
Busan, yeah.
Oh, absolutely one of my top favorite
or if you want to pronounce
zombie
like the people,
movies of all time.
Busan.
I fucking love that movie. They're making a sequel, by the way.
Awesome.
Yes.
Shit.
I've heard this movie is very good. Bad Samaritan looked interesting.
Yeah.
Stars David Tennant, if you're a...
Doctor Who guy?
Doctor Who fan, yes.
Or Barty Crouch Jr. fan from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. The Night Eats the World. I actually just found out about this today. Saw the trailer. It looked very interesting. I don't know if it's independent, but it's another zombie flick.
All right.
It looked cool. I think it's foreign, but they speak English. I didn't look that much into it, obviously. The Slaughterhouse Rules. This one I cannot believe flew right under my radar because Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Oh, yeah.
This was their next movie since the whole, Slaughterhouse Rules.
Slaughterhouse.
Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
It's like a creature feature.
It's already out. Yeah, came out 2018.
It came out in October.
Only in the UK though. That's probably why.
Yeah,
missed it.
yeah. So it.
Because I was thinking the other day, when are they going to do something together again?
No, they were talking about doing another movie, and I didn't even know it was already released. So that was a thing. And then Death House, which I just found out about today. Someone commented on
the Facebook group.
The Facebook group, and apparently it has Kane Hodder and several other people in it.
Yeah.
The trailer looks very good, and I really want to see it.
Cool.
And I think all we have left is what's coming up in 2019.
Yeah,
that we
looking forward. Movies coming out in 2019. We're looking forward to. Do you want me to go first?
Go for it.
I got
a few of them on here.
Okay, first and foremost, I completely forgot this is happening, but It Chapter 2.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
It Chapter 2. I wasn't blown away by It Chapter 1, but it was still good. So
I still need to read the book, and that's obviously going to be an episode at some point. We're going to read it, right?
Yeah.
So I assume.
Let's see. Happy Death Day to You. It's a sequel to Happy Death Day.
I still haven't seen the first one.
It's good. It's a comedy.
I liked it.
It's not horror. It's a comedy.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy horror.
It's a Groundhog's Day horror comedy.
Yes.
Right. Well, Groundhog's Day is kind of a comedy.
I liked it.
At the same time, it's like Jesus fuck.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the New Mutants, which is an X-Men mutants, as in the X-Men mutants. But so it's a comic book movie, but it's horror based. There's these mutants are trapped in an asylum. These X-Men mutants in the same universe as the X-Men are trapped in a sane asylum with a psychic mutant who's tormenting them. Essentially,
that sounds neat.
Sounds really cool. Brightburn. Brightburn is if Superman was a boy and a horror movie. It's basically Brightburn is about this kid who has Superman's powers. Essentially, he's an alien. He finds out he's an alien. He has heat vision, super strength, flight, and vulnerability, and he is a kid with no morals. And so there's one scene.
Shit!
You see the preview. There's a scene where she's locked in this ice, what they call an ice box, what do they call them? We put meat. Ice
chest.
A giant ice room. For some reason I can't think of a name for it.
A freezer?
Meat storage freezer. Something box.
A freezer.
Yeah. So she's locks herself inside because she's so scared of this kid, and all of a sudden you see his heat vision cut through it. And you see him and you see his eyes glowing, he's hovering all scary looking. She's screaming.
Oh shit.
It looks good. Neat. Brightburn is one thing I'm really excited for. I'm a huge Superman fan, so I'm kind of excited to see this. Plus it's done by the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy. I forget his name. I'm kind of rushing through this. Got fired.
Shit. He's still doing stuff?
Yeah. He also did Slither.
Good for him. No, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. I can't think of his name right now. I'll think of it later.
Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn. I think there's one more I wrote down. No, that's it.
Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary, kind of, but I've already seen it. I'm a little worried about
It's
it.
a remake.
It's a remake of a movie.
Child's Play, too. They're remaking Child's Play.
Child's Play. That was the other one. Child's Play.
Hold on. Are they really doing a reboot?
I'm not sure if it's a reboot or if it's a...
I heard they're doing a series.
I don't know. But I'm excited for that.
I think a reboot's unnecessary.
I'll also go watch Child's Play, but I probably won't see Pet Sematary.
A reboot is unnecessary considering they're making a series, and also they haven't ended anything yet.
That's true.
Because...
It was actually sequel bait.
The franchise is still going.
The last movie was so cliffhanger-ish.
Yes. The franchise is still going strong.
Yeah. The last couple movies they released were actually pretty good.
All right. Anyway, Escape Room. It's going to be a thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not going to watch that.
The Prodigy looked interesting.
Yeah, Prodigy looks good.
Okay. You guys might not agree. I'm excited for 3 from Hell.
Is that Rob Zombie movie?
Rob Zombie, yes.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like
your
House of
favorite
1,000
lady
Corpses.
is on the front cover of that.
I fucking hate her. Anyway, I like House of 1,000 Corpses. I
agree.
love Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
3 from Hell. I want to see where they go with it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of 31, and I know you weren't a fan of Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
31 was poo-poo.
I want to see where they go with it. Okay. Because the way they left Devil's Rejects, they should be dead.
Yeah, I mean, they got, like, Bonnie and Clyde style.
Yeah. So it's called 3 from Hell. Maybe they come back from hell. There's different. I've heard different things about how this might end up.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that one.
I know right now they have finished production on the film, or they finished shooting it. I don't know. They're probably still editing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm excited to see that one. And there's Us coming out. Which,
Us is the one I'm looking
mentioned.
forward to.
Yeah.
And then this one I'm really excited for. British comedy horror. What better of a series of things can... seriously, I love all those.
Shaun of the Dead, yeah?
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, like Shaun of the Dead. Cannibals and Carpet Fitters.
Sounds weird.
Oh my god, neither of you guys have seen this.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's the next British horror comedy.
Good on the Brits.
Yeah.
Still coming out with British horror comedy.
It looks interesting.
All right.
And I'm very excited for it. Other than that's all I got.
Matt, anything not mentioned that you're looking forward to?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh!
They're making a movie.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Guillermo del Toro.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
How have I not seen this? That's
Guillermo
right.
del
Oh, no,
Toro's
I have
doing
seen it.
it.
I saw it. Okay,
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's a huge thing.
Several months
They
ago.
brought it out,
so,
yeah. But other than that, you guys already mentioned.
Is that coming out this year?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm not going to lie. I've never read it.
Cool.
But because of that, I'm going to read it.
Definitely.
The whole there's a trilogy, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's a
And I'm
series.
seeing they're doing an Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I saw that, but I didn't want to put it down because I have not seen previews for it.
I haven't either.
Are You Afraid of the Dark is nostalgia bait, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We all love. I mean,
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd say my top one I'm looking forward to is Us and It Chapter 2.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Good movies. So this has already gone over 2 hours. So sorry, you might have to listen to this over like
We
a
knew it was
week.
gonna happen.
Yeah, we knew. We pushed it back. We wanted to make sure it was a good episode. It was full of content. We didn't want to rush it. We wanted to make sure we watched enough movies. We actually had a coherent story or coherent podcast. And
Matt kept the dong level to a minimum.
Yeah, I had to.
all right. So our next episode will be in about 2 weeks. It's going to be, if everything goes according to plan, which you know how we
Salem's
go.
Lot.
Salem's Lot Book
Salem's
Club.
Lot,
Book Club episode
hopefully.
2. Salem's Lot. Our
2 weeks?
friend... Yeah, 2
Week
weeks.
and a
ago.
half.
Oh, okay.
Week and a half, yeah.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
We'll see.
I'll get it done.
Our friend Tim will be on the episode.
Yes, he
He's
will.
generally going to be on...
Tim?
Yeah.
Who's Tim?
Don't even know him. By the way, Tim, I did upload all the episodes. They're all up the drive. So that means, and I'll talk about this later, they should be on YouTube soon. Which means we have more formatting for our episodes.
Fuck yes.
Our episodes will be on YouTube
Yes.
very soon.
You're welcome.
My work is dying down, so I'll be able to update some more stuff. I'll talk about that in another podcast, and I'll actually continue and actually do what I said I'm going to do, because I have time now.
Well, since someone asked, my work has been the
No one
same.
cares. I'll tell you why you're wrong. So... So again, we want to thank everyone for listening.
Yes,
Sorry
thank
for the
you.
delay.
Yes.
This should be airing on Monday.
We do thank both of you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, all three of you.
All
Thank
three
you
of
very
you.
much.
Thank you. Hopefully this is a little less on the rails. Let us know if you like this. Completely off the rails more. This is more professional-ish. Mainly because Matt only talked about Goldberg penis once or twice. So with that, thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
I want
appreciate
to make sure I have
all
the last
of our
word.
listeners.
Brad, don't say a thing.
Thank you.
I'll fire you. I'll fire you.
Thank you.
I already stopped.
Thank you. Oh, fuck.